I want to see jazz hands, babyface. Come on, jazz hands. And that's when his signal goes out. So babyface is doing it. We can't see it. Kevin's boxing. He's doing his thing. I'm doing jazz hands. Babyface, can you do jazz hands? Oh, we totally lost him.
He jazzed off.
Exactly. We are live. Some of us. We're live. We're here. It's episode 159 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast, live from the Big Daddy Gun Studios. I hope you got your big girl. It's Friday panties on. Those might be like they're either, depending on how you roll, they're either extra frilly, or they could be what is that stuff? Not that, is it like PVC? What is it? What is that? What is that stuff that the S&M people use, Kevin? I know you know about this.
I might not be aware.
Yeah, sure. Okay, right, right. We are live, and we are talking. First of all, Florida seized the first guns today in the new law. Oh yeah, that shit is in effect, and Florida has begun seizing guns. So that happened. That happened today in Florida. We're going to talk about that. We've got lots of things in the news going on. We've got Kevin DIxie here. Kevin Diximus Maximus.
I am in the building. In
the house. Babyface, maybe we'll get him back. I don't know. We'll get him back in here. What's up to everyone? Hope you're ready for Friday. We were going to get Walter Keller, but I know that Peggy is not doing so well. So if you can, stop by Safety Harbor Firearms or Walter's Facebook or social media, whatever you have, and send our regards out to Peggy Keller. If you guys are watching, I don't know if they're watching or not, but we love you guys. We hope you feel better soon, Peggy. You know, not good news to hear that Peggy's not feeling well today. So
it gets better.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and also, man, before I go do the roll call and shout out the people in the chat, we are going to do some giveaways. It's the Cyrus 308, our viewer Cyrus 308 giveaway. We're not giving away a 308. No. That's not happening. Not right now. We might do that in the future. We've done it in the past. Unless Kevin, do you have one you want to give away?
Give away? No. I'm giving away a gun on Sunday. See? So.
Oh, there you go. So Kevin's gonna give away a gun. You better go follow him on social media.
Got to come shoot a competition.
What are you giving away?
We're giving away a Glock 17 MOS.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's so nice. You got to come shoot at the charity event for Aiming for the Truth, and you could win. You could win it.
Yeah. So if you guys are in the St. Louis area. Is it okay? Can I say St. Louis?
You can say St. Louis. We'll take that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Oh, if you're in the area, if you happen to be like rolling by in your donk through St. Louis, stop on by. Where are you going to be, man? Tell us real quick.
All right. So we'll be at the Range St. Louis West in Baldwin, Missouri, about 20 minutes outside of St. Louis. We're going to be doing an Aiming for the Truth charity shoot that is being brought to you by Zulu Shooters Club here in St. Louis, and sponsored by. Oh, look at that guy.
Oh, God.
By several people.
He's on the phone. Turn the phone sideways. Sorry.
Even though we are, he got that? He looks confused. Look at his face. He looks so confused.
I'm on my iPad. We're working.
Yeah. Yeah, and guess what? It's got to be your internet in the house. See, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
Now?
It's still a little slow, so I'm assuming. You know what's crazy, Kevin? This is my IT guru.
It's going to be the internet. The internet's working just fine.
Something's going on. The CIA is monitoring you, my friend.
That's what it is.
They are all up in your business. I'm sorry, Kevin. Go ahead, man. Finish your thought.
So yeah, it's going to be at the Range St. Louis West out in Baldwin, Missouri, just about 20 minutes outside of St. Louis. We are doing Aiming for the Truth charity shoot, and brought to you by Zulu Shooters Club. So they're actually throwing it for me. So I just got on board and put some energy behind it. So the Range St. Louis West is a sponsor of it, even though we are giving away, and actually I'm giving away one of my personal Glocks. This Glock is mine. I'm taking it out of the safe, and I'm going to give it away. And we are being sponsored by at this match. Let's see, we got Zulu Shooters Club proper, the Range St. Louis West, Contact Holsters, Enforce, Midwest Cerakote, Lucid Optics, Pioki USA, and HK. So those are all the people that jumped in to help out with the event. And we are going to rock on.
So this all begs a question, and I'm going to get to the people in the chat, but this question has come to mind. Why are you not giving away HK? Do you just have so many HKs that now you don't care about your Glocks?
No, I'm just saying I'd just rather give away the Glock. That's all.
That is real
more people like Glock. So I mean, Glock, and the Glock 17 OS, you know, be honest, which is one of those guns that I know, you know, it's a great platform. Don't get me wrong, but it's one of, you know, you just got that gun, man. It's just gonna sit in the safe. You know, dang on well, it's gonna sit in the safe. I'll probably run my Glock 32 before I run that. Matter of fact, I know I will, or my 19, or the 7.
I got like 6 Glocks in my safe. That's good. They're not. Nobody's getting my Glocks.
You wouldn't give
from my cold dead hands.
You would give away HK
from my cold dead hand. I would give away any. If HK would even give me a gun, I would give it away.
You know what, Hank? I'm gonna front you out right now. I'm gonna front you out.
Yeah, so what?
Front you out. So I went. I had like I posted some stuff up on the gram today and all that stuff. You know, blah blah blah. And I happened to be going by, you know, making sure that I had all my tags right for all the people that jumped in to help. And one of those tags is HK. And, you know, it kind of always highlights at the top who you know that might have liked the page or said something about the page. And I go to HK today and liked by Hating Strange. I just want to know when you're going to come out.
I'm going to go. Did I like where's this on Facebook?
On Instagram today.
On Instagram?
They posted on Instagram.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go undo that.
No, you did it on purpose. Just admit it. Hey, look, there's no point of being in the German closet. Just come out. Just come out.
That German closet is pretty kinky. They would know what kind of panties I was talking about earlier. You know, you have to be really careful with these German engineer dudes. So I'm pretty sure that's going. No, listen, I do like some HKs without a doubt, But you know, it's just fun to torture you about it.
Oh, I know.
So that's why we do it. Okay, let me go ahead and so everyone that's in the chat right now, everyone watching right now, make sure you give us those thumbs ups, okay? We really need those. I have no clue how many thumbs ups we have going on. Let me see. I should probably yeah, someone let me know how many thumbs ups we have.
99. Well, I just made 100. So I got 100.
Oh, okay. So we should be able to get to 200 thumbs ups here. I think
206 people watching.
Yeah, I think this is well doable. So let's see if we can get to 200 thumbs ups right now. And you know, we are gonna do some giveaways. We're gonna do 3 giveaways tonight. We have some items. Lola's gonna bring me each item. We're gonna give it away. We're gonna start at 7:30, coming up here shortly, and then we are gonna go to 8 probably, and then probably 8:30. So you got what's the hell's going on here? Do you guys even hear that?
I think I heard something in the background.
Yeah. So we're gonna start here pretty soon and do that. I see we're at 145 thumbs ups. I think we can easily get to 200 here. So please remember to thumbs ups, share the video, let your people know, get everyone in your house online. You might be able to win some stuff. So
are we giving away that Colt Python behind you? Is that what we're doing?
That's not mine to give away.
I'll take it.
Do you want me to be fired? You want me to give away Tony's Python? That's not going to be a good look. So let's shout out everyone in the chat. Let's see who's in. And you know what? I really hope that Cyrus 308 is here because we're doing this giveaway in his honor. So you don't have to go. You don't have to go on Instagram. You don't have to go on Facebook. You don't have to go on the Twitters. All you have to do is be here watching the show live when we do this, and you have to make sure that your email address is on our email list, hankstrange.tv. That's all you have to do because Cyrus 308 says he doesn't have all them different social medias and all that kind of stuff. So we're doing this for him. And you know what? I have a sneaky suspicion he's not even in the chat. We're doing it in his honor.
I got another more important question.
What?
So do the panel guys get a chance to win?
I can't.
Yeah, that is a negatory.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a negatory. But I'll tell you what I'll do, Kevin. I will let you pick the first winner.
Oh, okay, cool. I like that.
Yeah. So I will let you pick the first
winner. The winner is Kevin DIxie.
Just to let you know, the PayPal.
And it can't be you. It can't be you.
If anybody wants to help persuade me, the PayPal is.
Don't do that to the people. So let me show you. What's up?
I was going to say, do we know what we're giving away yet? Have you said?
No, I'm waiting for when Lola brings me. If actually Lola, if you bring me one of those, I'll go through it. I'm gonna go through and see who's in the chat. MW Tactical Mike, he's in the chat. Shout out to him. Gorillas and Guns. Ron in the chat. He says you're doing a great job. Hashtag not an inch. Very cool. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Jeremy Helmick says, hey y'all. Chris Bullis, Efrain Rodriguez, Mike Bryant. Let's see who else is in here. David Hines. Shout out to David Hines. So Chris Bullis says, had a good day today. My daughter made honor roll. Congratulations to her.
Congrats.
Yeah, that's always good news. Efrain Rodriguez says, it's the final countdown. You wouldn't even know about this, Babyface, because you were born in the 90s or something.
Oh, come on.
You don't even know about that. That's for us grown folks. Magnum Boy says, hello, strangers. Let's see who. DCG44S says, the final countdown, good movie. Foxtrot Echo says, pew, pew, pew. William Hoffman is also in the chat. Gorillas and Guns says he hopes Peggy gets better soon. Chris Illog is also in here. He says, evening, Strangerholics, hashtag buzzy, buzzy, blah, blah, blah. You got to do 3 blahs. I think I'm going to be hanging out tomorrow with Chris Illog, by the way.
Really?
Yes. He's going to visit me up at the Big Daddy Guns gun store.
Cool.
So anyone who's in here in Gainesville, tomorrow I will be at the Big Daddy Guns gun store for, I don't know, some period of time. Unspecified. William Hoffman says, hey, someone get Rob Ski, Illinois trying to pass bills like Florida now. Oh yeah, well, all over the country is trying to pass those kind of bills. MW Tactical wants to know, did we check out Katie on TV yesterday? What were you doing on TV, Katie?
Whoa, what?
Were you stripping again? Were you on were you on Maury Povich?
Nah, I went on there. First of all, man, let me give a big shout out to Mike. That's my guy. Big shout out to him. Now I was on I got called to do the Grant Stinsfield show, but he's on vacation. Mr. Colin the War himself is going to be the host this week. Well, was the host this week. This week's now over. And they gave me a call and had me on. So we had a 15-ish minute discussion about arming teachers and the student protests. So we had a good conversation. It was pretty good.
Okay, cool.
You guys should go check that out.
And where can people check that out?
If you want to find it, you can look. You can just go to NRA's TV's Facebook page. It's on our live stream. If you want to find it quicker instead of scrolling through all that, you can go right to my Facebook page, the KD of NOC or Kevin DIxie, and just click the link. It's right there. It should be like only the second post, and you can check it out. It's a really, really, really good interview. Yeah.
And by the way, Babyface, you need to stop your porn download because you are still frozen.
Is it? Am I really?
We are seeing.
I have no idea what's
we
going
are
on.
seeing a picture every 3 minutes.
Do you know? Is the audio fine or is it just video or both?
We can hear your audio for the most part, but
okay. So the only thing I can figure out, the only thing I can think is they're working down the street on pipes, on the tubes, on the internet tubes. There's like a on the street that's been working on installing the new internet for like the new houses behind us. So I don't know if they're screwing with it or not.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, we'll try to suffer through.
Well, as long as you guys can hear me, that's good.
He said, as long as we can.
Okay, so it's not working.
Yeah. All right. You might just have to go to your data plan, man. I don't know what to tell you. So let's see. I don't know how good your data plan is. Okay. Hamburger Helper says, howdy, folks. Chris Illog says he saw the Coleon interview.
Oh, so thanks.
Cool. Yeah, there you go. Let's see who else is in here. SoCal Gunner says he will be shooting on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's always a good thing. Rick Day says pew pew pew. Screaming Skull Saloon said what's up. David Hines says gonna shoot my home defense AR pistol and get it all zeroed and sighted in. Okay, that's good stuff. Efrain Rodriguez, I think, is waving at me. Enrique Q says, what's up, everyone? Big Dick Willie says, hey, everybody. Is he related to you, Diximus Maximus?
With a name like that, he might be.
Yeah. All right. There you go. I hope we get more ladies in here now. Okay. SoCal Pitt says Tanner Gun Show tomorrow. Peyton Taylor says, hey all, how's it going? Mike Bryan said, I hope to do some shooting, but Freedom Munitions kind of took forever to process my order. Not sure what's going on over there. Okay, that's too bad. Dale Allen says hello. William Hoffman says he'll be shooting on Sunday. Is today St. Patrick's Day or tomorrow? It's tomorrow, right? Because what's today, the 16th? Yeah, tomorrow's St. Patrick's, the 17th, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and we lost Patrick, who would be our resident expert on St. Patrick's. And seriously, I don't. You know what's funny, man? That is the tech expert.
Tech expert can't get online. His mic doesn't work. His audio's up. I don't know what kind of interview process you guys have. But,
it's like doctors, man. It's like doctors have the worst health, or mechanics drive the worst cars. Baby should be flying on everything, man. It should be like the Matrix up in here. So
and actually, I wanted to give man, was it Southern? Where is he at? I wanted to say I had
You're out. Okay, peace, brother.
Yeah, I'm trying to find Southern. He know who he is. I had one of the guys from the chat pop in on me yesterday.
Is it SoCal Gunner?
Yeah, there you go. SoCal.
Okay.
He popped in on me.
Oh, okay, cool. What do you mean? He from SoCal? He just popped up on you?
Well, I'm assuming if he, I don't know what name he goes by on here, but I'm assuming that's him.
Oh, okay.
I'm here from St. Louis that they're going to be shooting in the match.
Okay, cool. Sen R says, how's it going, everyone? Let's see. We've got Treadhead 44 says here, highlight of my every weekday night. Awesome. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. And Screaming Skull Saloon says, stopped in my local gun shop today, buy a couple of boxes of ammo. Seems like the panic buying slow down, so that's good. Yeah, that's good. You know, Richard Hughes says yo 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 all. So there we go. Let's see who else. Brian Quick is in here. I do not see Cyrus 308. B Haas Josh says hi Hank. What's up? What's going on, Josh? Judd Miller. I see Judd Miller. Justin E. Jared Loafers. Let's see who else we see in here. MDS 8168. Okay, who's banging?
That's me. I'm fixing stuff.
Oh, okay. All right, there you go. I thought you're going all Patrick R on me.
No, you know, it's just that whole, you know, the kid hurt my feelings. Remember I bought this thing for him and had the regular stock on it, and I said because the PW was broke. So I found one today and put it on for the boy can start crying.
Oh, yeah. And by that, you mean that's code for so that you could shoot it. Yeah. I know exactly where you're coming from.
He's out camping this weekend, so I'll take care of it for him.
Yeah, exactly. He's not even there. Okay. Yeah. So Nate Luddy says, I get to make a live show for the first time. Awesome. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We appreciate you watching, not live and also live. Peter Machuco says, when is this going live? It's live now, dude. It's live now. Rusty Shackelford says, buzz hands. So there you go. Kal-El is in here. Andrew Thomas, Recall Junkie, 1981. Atakatotem, 1224 says, what's up? I totally messed that up. John J. Washburn, Free American, says, Skynet knows I'm all jazz hands. Mr. FNH and Friends FNH says he's back. David Serpa, let's see who, at PPLE Byte, People Byte, I guess. We're commando today. Oh, okay. Lupe Castillo, I hope he doesn't really mean he's going commando. But hey, you know, listen, if you want to go commando, you are free. You know, this is a free world. Joe Carpenter says live panties on. Live panties, that's a good one. Okay, Tattoo Jason, I see Vanessa Kitty, Philip McNichol also. Arm up and procreate often is what he says.
Procreate often.
Yeah. Joe Guzman is also here. Let's see who else. Rusty Shackelford says no panties Friday. Okay, that's a good one. 40 Cal Gal says hi all. So you go PNW Shooter. Robert Norton Brick says sup y'all. And let's see, Tango Hunter. William Hoffman. I think I went through these people. Jeremy Moore, Scully, 1110.
Hi.
Dan W. Oh, hey, what's up, cuteness? What's going on?
Nothing.
How was your day today? You're still in uniform.
Yeah, what? Yeah, she's been in that tablet. You won't you say what you said out loud, Kayla?
I said there's only one person. Is that the only person you're talking to?
Yeah, it's just me today. This is the awesomeness. You are the cuteness. I am the awesomeness.
And he's the awesome.
Oh, I got
see that? Okay, I mean, he has an unfair advantage. Just your daddy.
Yep, so that's how it works.
That's not official. It's not official. Insight Freedom is also here. Rocky J, Mike Woods. Let's see. So, what's up?
Don't eat my hand, Dad.
What's going on?
Oh, Kevin, can I ask you a question?
What?
So I know that you're just a little bitty girl, but would you feel safe if Daddy was at your school?
Yes.
So if I was walking the hallways and just checking on the kids and making sure everybody's safe, would you like that?
Mm-hmm.
Does Daddy own a gun?
Yes.
And does that make me a bad guy?
No.
So would you prefer that I be there and make sure that everybody's okay?
Yeah.
Out of the mouth of babes, ain't that amazing?
Oh, Dad, you gotta be there when it's a lockdown because people be beating on the classrooms.
Really?
Miss Robinson said they trying to harm.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Oh, really? And this
That's
is Daddy's first time hearing about that.
But nobody knocked on ours because they only saw Slew in the corner, not us.
So what did you guys do when they locked the doors? What did they have you guys do?
They had us go to the back and be quiet so they don't know that we actually in here. Miss Robinson did that so they think that we already closed school.
Okay. And so when you guys are hiding from the bad guy, if there was a bad guy walking around that school looking to do bad things to you guys, would you want a guy like Daddy to come rescue you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
And can you tell them to get out?
I'll do a little bit more than that, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask her a question.
Listen to him, okay?
Do you know how lucky you are to have the dad that you have? Do you know about that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you appreciate your dad?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the camera. You got
Oh, now you want to get all shy. I hope you do. I hope you do appreciate your dad. He's a good guy.
No, well, thank you, Hank. And these are, and you know that your dad, there are millions of guys just like your daddy that will do the same thing to keep you guys safe, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. All right, you go play.
Yeah, she's just it's Friday, man. She's looking forward to the weekend already.
Katie, baby, could you do me a favor? And yeah, that's kind of weird. It's like night. Can you take your uniform off? Can you like put on some pajamas or something? Okay, thank you, baby.
Yeah.
I got you snowed to that. Tablets, man.
Yeah. Okay. SoCal Pitts says hello from Colorado. Eli Camacho says Bam made it to alive. Thanks for being here. Warthog says let's get it on. Let's see who else is in here. Let's see. I'm trying to go down. Mike the Wop 00. I see him. What's up?
Please say something to Nick of Earth. He put a sad face. Said Hank forgot me with a sad face.
Nick of Earth, what's up, man? What's up? What's going on? What'd it be like? It's just me and Kevin. I don't even think we're getting Babyface back. I think Babyface is like, he's done with us at this point. Right. Jacob Chumbley said has thumbs ups. Long Tank M4C4 says long live the Republic. Jude's Nude says why don't you do super chat? So much money lost. We have to get that turned on. So we're trying to get YouTube to turn it on. They won't turn it on. Exhale is also in here. Mike the Wop says, how's it hanging? STL, I see STL Stormtrooper. Lots of people in here. Shout out to everyone. I see Glock Guy 226 in here as well. Shout out to everyone in here. But you know what? Who I don't see? I see no sign of Cyrus 308. That is really terrible. So let me encourage everyone to, if you haven't already hit the thumbs ups, please hit the thumbs ups. Okay, we really need that. It's Friday. We got to go out with a bang here. We got to get all the thumbs ups going. So I think we're close. We can hit 300 right now. We're at 270.
I mean, how awesome is it? What other show do you watch where a 5-year-old educates the country on how gun guys make a school safer? safer. I mean, where else do you go for that?
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So Lola wants to bring in some stuff. Lola, you want to
There will be additional swag in the package.
Yeah, so Lola's saying there's going to be additional swag. This is not everything that you're going to get. So I'm going to show you. One of the things that will be in the package is these Barnauls 80s style sweats. Do you see that? It's got Barnauls written on it. And this is the headband. And then it's got wristbands with the Barnauls RAM in it. So shout out to those guys. I'm trying to get them to come on. The rally is on. I'm getting them to come on and tell us stuff. There's going to be Big Daddy Guns patches in there. And there's going to be a Hank Strange patch, but I don't even have one here. Do I have a Hank Strange patch? No, I don't. No, I don't have them. So what's the first one, Lola?
So the first one, the shirts are only large, extra large, and double XL, unfortunately.
Yeah,
okay.
So that's the option. So they have large, or is it just this large?
Large, XL, or double XL.
Okay, so the option with the shirt, you can get yourself a Who Moved My Freedom t-shirt. That's what we're giving away. And you have a large, extra large, and double extra large.
Double XL.
So those are the options. Okay, so there's a shirt in there. There's a hat in there, a Big Daddy Guns hat in this case. Right? Check that out. So hat, so shirt, hat. Let's see what else. There is a cleaning mat. This cleaning mat is from Optics Planet, and this one has bullets all over it. Oh, that's really cool. So a cleaning mat, that's in there as well. In this one package, let me see. There's also, we have some stuff. You ever heard of the IV 8888 man cans? Yeah. Okay. So we have some stuff from there, and I'm actually here's something that you can find in the man cans. This is a stowaway belt cutter right there. That's gonna be in this package. That someone's getting that also. This mat is friggin' rolling. Okay, and also in honor of IV 8888, there is a pack of playing cards. Okay, that is what's in the first package. KD, all that stuff. That's a lot of stuff, man.
A lot of stuff, man.
That's a lot of stuff. So here's the thing for everyone watching right now. If you want to be part of this, you know, Kevin DIxie's going to pick this person out. You want to be part of this. You have to be watching the show right now, and you have to put your email in hankstrange.tv. If you want to get to it fast, there's a link in the description you can go to, and you can click on hankstrange.tv. Go there, put your email in the box. That's how we keep in touch with you from now on. So if YouTube or any other social media platform we're on pulls the plug on us, we have a way to communicate with the folks. And also that's how we're going to give away stuff like this. From now on, that's how we're going to give away everything. So that's what's in there, Kevin. How do you want to decide how to pick who wins in this? How do you want to do this? How do you want to do this?
Trivia?
Do you want to do trivia? Is that
yeah, oh man, but if we do trivia, see, people got Google, so I can't trust that they won't.
Okay. Do you want to see who does let's do this, Kevin. How about who can come up with the best nickname? I call you Diximus Maximus. Do you want to see if someone can come up with a better nickname? No, not like that.
You know what? Okay, here's what I would say. All right. I'll even make it better than that. So let's stick with the make fun of KD. Let's have a good time at my expense. So obviously we've had a couple of days where I've had the rants, all right? But I'm 95% always kind of a calm, even-headed guy. So come up with a name that describes both.
That describes what? Both?
Kind of like, you know, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Kind of like come up with a name that describes both.
Okay, you want a cool nickname. That's what you want, right?
A cool nickname that describes both personalities.
Yeah. Okay, so Gorillas and Guns says the glorious Kevin DIxie.
Oh, well, that'll get you some brownies.
He's going for flattery.
Oh, that might work.
Yeah, Peyton Taylor says he's my Dixieland delight. Popped out of gun control said killer donk. Joe Carpenter. Yeah. Joe Carpenter says Heckless Cocklerus. I can't even say that with a straight face. Tactical Ranger 84 says KD equals killer dad.
Like that. Somebody be bipolar.
Yeah. Yeah. Anthony's Nuts TV says we'll call Kevin Color People Time. I don't know about that one. Treadhead 44 says my Diximus Land Delight. David A says Zing and Zang. Are you reading these?
I am.
Yeah. Okay. Dwayne Herman says whistling Dixie drag. You got to read some of these, man, because I can't read all of these.
Yeah, we got Dixie Liquor, King Dong.
Oh my God. Crush It, Kevin. Special K. Special K. I like that one.
I like Special K.
Yeah, Special K.
Study CPT.
Tyranna Dixie from Atomic Bulls.
Red Dixie HK rants away.
Adam Jimenez says bipolar snuggles.
See the light in the dark.
KB Sherm says Kevin the 12-inch Dixie.
Wow.
Gorillas and Guns says Big Burl Dixie. Rising Tide. Some people are going for like very well thought out. Rising Tide says collective passionist.
Huh. Lean seat smoozer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Richard Harper says the Dixie connection.
Dangerous Dixie. Dixie and Hooch.
Yeah. Dixie and Hooch. Which one do you like, Lola?
Dixie Beyond the Burl Dome.
Oh. Beyond the Burl Dome? Brian Quick. Where's Brian Quick? Hold on, let me see. These are going real. Okay, Mad Dixie Beyond the Burl Dome for Brian Quick. Let's see. Kevin the Dominator. K Dixie Dog.
All right.
So there's a lot.
So
HK Boner Dixie. I see that one. That one got blocked. The Cuteness Daddy from Justin E. Big Dunk Dixie. Onslaught. Full Semi-Auto Knock.
Oh man, Katie Full Semi-Auto OG.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of one. So it's up to you. I see Easy but Danger Dixie from Agorizer.
All right, let me just
Dixie, don't do it. That Danger Noodle though. Salty Chocolate from Imposter.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Girl Daddy Dixie.
All right. And you know what? I'm gonna let. Okay, I think I'm gonna pick the top 3, and then I'm probably gonna let.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of them.
I did.
And are you offended? Are you offended by any of these? Because there's, some people think some of them.
I guess the CPT, the color people term, he would have to explain it. I'm in such a zone to make sure we can keep our rights. If somebody is being foolish, I ignore him.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm not sure what that.
Yeah, I don't know what it means, so I'm not gonna like yell because I don't because there is CP, just for people know, and his defense, just for people know, when people are having a conversation about you're gonna be on time, don't be on CPT time. That is a real thing. We do say that. So it's not like I'm gonna jump all down his throat because
no. Yeah.
But I don't. So yeah, I don't know how he means it, but no, I'm not gonna.
Also, we try not to be politically correct. I'm not all about being politically correct, unless someone just wants to be blatantly abusive. But I don't know if we rose to that occasion on that.
No, I don't think so. Okay, so I do like the Special K. My attention. So that's one.
Special K, you like that? Okay. I like Full Semi Dixie.
I like that one. Yeah, that's definitely number 2.
Oh my God.
And it was a third one in here. All these were pretty good though. It was a third one in here. Where's the third one?
Anthony's Nuts says he was just joking. I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah. I don't, he's here all the time too. I don't think he was trying. You're cool, man. Yeah. You're cool. Don't worry. No hard feelings, dude. I promise.
Smooth Cocoa Dixie. I'm just going to keep reading until you come up with your top 3. So I hope you're writing it down.
No. See, hopefully somebody.
Richard Rasnick says these are mostly porn names. Tango Hunter says my name used to be Katie before my surgery.
Wow. So I think we're going to go with all right. So I like that. I think we got it.
You got 3?
I think we got the 3. I think we're gonna go with the Special K, which I like the Special K. God, what was the second one I said? Help me out. Supposed to help me.
I can't.
It's called a Full Semi-Auto.
Okay.
Dixie, and the other one is where'd it go? God, I just had it. I think it was a Double Burl Dixie. No, it wasn't. It wasn't that one. Hold on. It was in here. Where'd it go? Katie?
Someone said nocturnal.
Yeah, I saw that one. I mean, that's good.
Yeah, Kevin bump finger DIxie. Have you ever bump fired anything?
You know what? I've never bump fired anything, man.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen. I can't do it. So
I've never even tried.
Yeah, apparently Mac, in Indiana, I guess you're born bump firing.
Yeah, because he can do it. Katie, he can do it. Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Babyface said the internet went down in his area. Damn, they are serious about keeping Babyface out of the game.
Yeah. No. Let's see. Dixieland Delight.
Okay. By the time you pick someone,
okay. All right. I got it.
Time for the second giveaway.
Yeah. Okay. No, we got it.
Okay. All right.
I'm waiting on my caller to come down now. Waiting on the announcer to come.
Okay.
All right. So. Yeah, I think we will go with the nocturnal one.
Okay, who said that?
All right, so full semi-auto, we got Nick of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Special K. Now you don't have to remember these. Where's Special K go? It's up toward the top. I'm trying to scroll and find it.
Yeah, the chat is going really fast. We must have a lot of people in here today. Okay, almost like 300 people.
Yeah, Special K. So we got Nick of Earth that said the which one did I just say?
Are you expecting me to remember this?
No, you got to help me, man. All right, so
I can't remember anything.
Richard Rasnick said Special K.
Yeah, keep hitting the thumbs ups, people. We need to get to 300 thumbs ups here. We're at like 245. I think we can get to 300. Let's do this.
So we got Richard. Tell Lola, help us out. You got to write these down.
Look, yeah, Kevin is saying you got to write these.
Write it down. Way too fast.
Yeah, it's going way too. Okay, just choose one. Pick one.
All right. So I think you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go with I like the Special K. We're gonna go with Special K.
The people are putting a lot of pressure on Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay, Special K. Who said it? Whoever said Special K, you are the winner. Okay. You guys need to police yourselves.
So who was Special K? Who said it?
Yeah, who said Special K?
His name is Richard something. Let me get back down to it.
Was that Richard Hughes?
No, it wasn't.
He said, I win. Yeah, me. Richard Hughes says that. So I don't know.
We gotta Dixie Donk.
Oh. So he just met Richard Hughes is just messing with
Richard Rasnick.
Richard Rasnick was okay. Richard Rasnick said he did it. Okay, Richard Rasnick, you get this. You get this. You see how difficult this is? If we just do this where you don't have to go to a social media somewhere. You could have gone to 20 social medias by now. So there you go, Richard Rasnick. All this stuff and more is yours. You got to get
Richard Rasnick needs to get in touch with me. Let me know what size shirt he is.
Yeah, get in touch with the Lola.
Large or double XL.
Right, absolutely. Get in touch with Lola. Let Lola know what your shirt size is and all that kind of stuff. And I hope that you are also in the email list. Let's hope you're in the email list. So, are you still there, Kevin? Because now.
Oh yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah. I'm complimenting the guys on all their choices, man. That was actually pretty difficult. Those are some pretty good names flying.
Yeah.
Just spare the moment like that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, these guys are good, man. These guys are good. We're gonna keep giving stuff away. We got 2 more times of doing this, which I'm not even looking forward to now.
The next one needs to be a simple thing.
Lola said, "Did you hear that?"
What she said?
Lola said the next one better be simple.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I don't argue with wives.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, we'll have to. I'll think on that. Okay, so you know what? What should we go to now? You want to hit up some news?
Yeah, actually, man. Let's talk about what's going on down there in your home state. Oh, you know what? Allow me to say this real quick.
Sure.
I think it's a tragic what happened, but I would definitely like to say if anybody was affected by it or whether they see this later on in life, definitely. My heart, and I'm pretty sure everybody else's, goes out to the people that were part of that bridge collapse down in Florida, at the university, FIU, I believe it is. That was pretty sad. I believe 6 individuals lost their lives. So
that we know at this point, because I think they're still digging people out. Believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to I didn't miss that because that's upsetting.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty. It's a pretty terrible thing, and You know, like I keep trying to tell people at this point, you know, I know there's a lot of stuff floating around out there, but what happened? I don't really want to talk about it too much other than to say it's a horrible thing because we don't even know what happened. Just like, to be honest with you, we are 3-4 weeks into the school shooting and we're just still starting, you know, to figure out some of what happened. Like, they released a video with the resource officer just showing him standing outside for like 20 something minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. So, you know, we don't know what happened yet. I'd like to find out what happened. Hope that everyone who's, you know, if there's still people trapped onto that thing, I hope they get people out of there alive. If they don't, you know, it's a terrible thing to befall people. And, you know, our hearts are with everyone that's affected by that. So Florida's taken a lot of blows lately.
Yeah, it really has, man. You guys are going through a lot.
Yeah. So, and to continue that, you know, obviously this law that the governor signed, certain parts of it have gone into effect. The age limit where you have to be 21, that's already gone into effect. So the Sun Sentinel is reporting police seize first firearms under Florida's new gun control laws. That's the headline. A Broward County judge on Friday issued what is thought to be the state's first order temporarily removing guns from a person under Florida's new gun control laws. 4 firearms and 267 rounds of ammunition were ordered removed from a 56-year-old Lighthouse Point man who experts determined was a potential risk to himself or others. The guns and ammunition have been temporarily removed from the man under the state's new risk protection law, which is also sometimes called red flag legislation. Lighthouse Point City Attorney Michael Cirillo confirmed. We can go on here and read into it. I think that, you know, they're claiming this guy had some mental problems, and they verified that. I guess the neighbors reported him. They went in, they verified that. They took his guns and ammo away. I don't know what the case is. That might well be true. May not be true. One of the things I ask about this, who's going to defend this guy? And who pays for that defense?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, it's the state because everybody gets in. Is the state going to comp his defense attorney?
I don't know. And what if it's definitely going to happen? What happens when people start weaponizing this? You know, we already have people that are trying to take people out by SWAT. In other words, they call in false reports on their neighbors and stuff like that. And then the police show up. I know for a fact that happened to my brother, believe it or not, anonymous.
What they call it. There's a name for that, swatting, right?
Yeah, something like that, you know, and that happened to him. And, you know, thankfully he came out of that okay. There's lots of stuff going on like that, man. There's sick people out there. Now, I'm not saying, hey, look, if there's someone out there that's really a potential threat, absolutely, I want something to be done about that. I just, you know, hope that this is not going to be something that we turn into. We don't like the neighbor. He flipped us off in the driveway or did this thing or that thing. And then we start weaponizing things and people out there have to figure out how to defend themselves and keep their property. Or we don't start seeing that in some or a lot of counties in Florida, they're just seizing guns and things like that to make money, etc. And people never get their stuff back, even when they've been vindicated. So
yeah, that's why, you know, that's another reason. And I know I didn't say it out loud before, but that's another reason why I've been telling, you know, pro 2A people, you know, don't be yelling and, you know, just be cool. Because with stuff like that, they're trying to spread all around the country. And, you know, how lenient is that going to be as far as reporting? And somebody can just say, oh, I saw this dude do this video and he was yelling and had an AR-15 in the background. Is that enough? Like, we don't know. It shouldn't be. But is that enough? And we have video evidence of this guy being very unstable, you know. So it's they're cunning, man. They're real intelligent, and I don't know how tight or loose these laws are going to be, but especially when you got people talking about, hey, let's avoid due process, you know, like.
Yeah, I know this 56-year-old had no criminal record, but I'm not professing to know the situation here and what happened, and whether or not he's truly a danger. But I know if you read this article, it says he had no previous criminal history.
And just in case, and remember this too, guys, and I know I'm preaching to the choir talking here, but if you have to do follow with the story, please remind people that 267 rounds is like saying I just bought my first gun. Yeah. You know, because they're going to make that sound like it's, oh my God, that's 300 people he could have killed, you know. And the way they're going to spin that is going to be crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone knows Cyrus 308, you should get in touch with him and find out what the heck happened. I don't know. I'm just wondering about that. I don't see him in the chat, and this is all in honor of him, and he's not here. So if someone knows him, I'm sure he probably has a good reason why he's not here. But if someone knows him, let him know it's going down. It's going down. You know. All right, so. Yeah, man, this is interesting. It's just the beginning. You know, we're gonna see lots of stuff coming out of this. I'm not saying that we shouldn't do something about people that have problems, because I think that we should do something. But I think that everything got rolled into this bill, and we're starting to see things come online. We already know that if you're 18 to 20 years old, your Second Amendment rights have already been violated in the state of Florida. So that's a bunch of people victimized by that, you know. And then we're seizing stuff in a few months when the so-called bump stock part of this law goes into effect. Lots of people in Florida are going to effectively become third-degree felons.
So I've done some digging into the laws down there. So let me ask this question, because I don't think I was clear on it. I understand that they're going to, unfortunately, prohibit people under the age of 21 from buying a long gun. Now, is that ownership of one?
No, it's not ownership. So technically, they can own, they cannot purchase. Okay,
so if a grandfather decided to give his 20-year-old, his 20-year-old grandson, yeah, 3 of his rifles, he could do it.
Yeah, that would be kosher and copacetic from what I see.
Okay.
Yeah. But, you know, it shouldn't have to be that way. What if you're a 20-year-old and you don't have that? You don't have someone to give you something, you know, but you're living in a part of Florida that you feel you need to defend yourself, or you need to hunt. You don't have that right anymore. You can't go out there. You can't, as an adult, as a working person, go and buy a gun and go through a background check and get that gun. You know, you can only depend on someone giving it to you. And it opens up this whole thing of like, are we going to have like, you know, are we going to have people straw purchasing and stuff like that going on, which is highly illegal?
Yeah, I think it's going to set people up for a lot of frustration and probably doing a lot of things to figure out how to circumvent the law. And look, man, I always warn people, don't be very careful trying to push limits of laws, especially with people that respond emotionally, because if you anger them because they thought they missed something, they're going to double down, and it's going to be worse. So I would err on the side of caution with that. It's unfortunate that those young people, you know, are going to be limited in that way. And what I'm hoping it does, because I hate it happen, but since it's going to be the reality in October, what I hope it does is it wakes these other kids up. When their peers tell them, yeah, you guys might have been protesting and doing all that, but when you get to turn 18, somebody's telling you what you can't do. And it's kind of awkward, because normally teenagers don't like being told what to do. You know, but you're gonna let these adults supposedly tell you what's good for you and how to limit you. And then as soon as you get a buying age and you feel those limitations, then they're gonna get very upset. You know, and it's kind of ironic how it's gonna play out and affect them. But when their peers get to yelling like, yeah, like even when you just want to go to because I'm assuming if you can't be 20, I want to purchase, I'm assuming that your local rangers can't like let you come in and rent or something like that. Like, you're going to be limited. So how are you going to enjoy yourself? What if that was one of your favorite hobbies to do? Now you can't do it anymore.
Yeah, it's right? Really, it's crazy. And let me see who said this. MDS 8168 said, in Illinois, anybody younger than 21 has to turn in their guns. Oh yeah, bullshit. That is bullshit right there. I think that what's happened here in Florida is bad enough. Illinois went to that next level, and I think other states are going to enact that. Wow. I mean, you know what? I was talking to someone about that. Actually, Sam from Forge from Freedom. You know, Americans are not awake, man.
Nope.
You know, it's like that line from, if any of you have seen the movie Dune or read the books, I did both. You know, there's that line where there's like a hand, and the hand is opening, and the father is saying that the sleeper must awaken, and he's trying to tell his son that, you know, I'm waiting for that time for you to wake up. You know, wake up, people, because this shit is happening now, and it's something that happened in Florida, and people don't. I was in the gun store today, and I was talking to a guy, and he had some real cool rifles. He recognized me. He was like, "Man, you got to check this out." And then I saw he had a Geisley trigger there, and he's like, "Yeah, you know, I'm gonna modify it." He was telling me about how he's gonna do 3-gun and all that. And I was like, "Are you even aware of what's going on with Florida laws?" And he didn't. He knew something was going down, but he didn't know what was going down.
You know, and it's crazy because if he wasn't aware, and I brought this on purpose, so I just picked this up today, all right? So it doesn't matter. I paid nothing for it. I got a billet set. I got the Still of a Century, by the way. Got me a nice little billet set for a mere couple $100.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Receiver,
good looking. Right? Yeah, let me lock it on you for a sec. Okay.
It's this is BRS Billet Systems Research or something like that. I had never heard of these guys. Yeah, Billet Rifle Systems. I'm sorry. So BRS out of Gardnerville, Nevada. So yeah, this is a nice little set here. All right, $200 for the whole set. See, $200. All right, that was beautiful. Great deal. It was marked down from $500 to $200. So I jumped right on it.
I feel like you're about to explode.
Yeah, and I brought it home, and I'm like, you know what? I should combine this with this trigger.
Oh, black rain, baby.
Yeah, so
let it rain.
What does that mean if I was in Florida? What does that mean if I was in Illinois? Like, what am I doing? You know?
Yeah.
And it's something just that simple. You catch a great deal on something, you know, like, hey, I'm gonna snatch out on that, and you drop a trigger in. Maybe you grease the springs up too much, and it increases this imaginary set rate of fire. And all of a sudden, your deal and maybe a piece you have sitting at home equal jail time for you.
Yeah, you're a 3rd-degree felon.
So
look that up and figure out what that means in the state of Florida. I could say, by the way, guys, here's my assault gun. And if you can see in there, it is loaded. See that? Do you see that? It's loaded, baby. This is my assault gun. Loaded in danger mode. It's in danger mode.
You're really walking around with those things.
Yeah. Hell's yeah, man. That's always here. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's crazy. And let me tell you, lots of people in Florida have done it. And our governor, Rick Scott, has signed this into law, a law that will make, the people in Florida who believe in the Second Amendment, who buy guns, who buy many guns, basically 3rd degree, they have a choice. They can be 3rd-degree felons, or they can destroy things that they spent thousands of dollars on and bought legally. And I'm wondering, like, you know about 2-gun and 3-gun, right?
Oh yeah. Doing a 2-gun match Sunday.
Yeah. So what are we gonna do here in Florida? Are the police just gonna line up outside? Are they gonna have like the Florida National Guard lined up outside of a 3-gun match and just arrest everyone?
It's a very good question.
I mean, what the hell's gonna happen here? And I know for a fact a lot of guys in those competitions are on the SWAT teams and the police officers and their sheriffs and stuff like that. Are they going to lock those guys up?
Yeah. What about the national? Because you guys have what I think they call it Florida Nationals down there every year too, where people from all over the country emerge on Florida for the 3-gun. I mean, what's going to happen then? Can you not record 3-gun nation down there? I
don't know. Can you? Yeah.
I mean, what is that? What does it mean? And then how are you? The scary part is there's no way to enforce it, so it's going to be sloppy enforcement. That whole thing. And I seriously believe, man, I can see the headline now. Guy gets pulled over. You don't know whether it's a rate increasing device or not, so you take the whole gun and figure it out later.
Yeah, man.
It shouldn't matter if it's a $500 AR or a $3,700 AR. It's my stuff. But they're going to be able to just take your stuff. And it amazes me that people.
And you will be a felon. You will be a felon. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And so there goes your employment. Now, you know what's heinous? What's crazy?
You'll lose whatever CCW you have.
Yeah. And your job, more than likely.
Yes, you will lose your job. You will lose your freedom. Wait, let me pull this up because I posted something about this on Instagram. So just so I can remind myself and the people out there. I'm going to pull this up right now because this is interesting. If you want to see this, it's on Instagram under Hank Strange. It's what's up there right now. A 3rd-degree felony is punishable by up to 5 years in prison. 5 years. 5 years probation and a $5,000 fine. Plus, you can't vote anymore. You can't have a CCW anymore. That's what the governor of the state of Florida signed into law. That's what Republicans in Florida allowed to come out of committee, specifically Keith Perry, okay, the representative from here in Gainesville.
Mm-hmm.
His crazy ass allowed that to come out of committee. He could have killed that in committee. And then he's still out there saying that, you know, he is a patriot. He believes in the Second Amendment. Bullshit. I call bullshit on that, Keith Perry, because you allowed this thing to live. You gave Democrats, liberals, gun grabbers every single damn thing that they wanted, and you did it all in the name of a bill that's named after a school and is supposed to allow people to protect the children in the school. But the sheriff of that county said he would veto anything like this, and the bill says that the sheriffs can veto it. So that's bullshit. All those kids walking out and saying you guys got to do something, they did nothing for you. They did nothing for you. And I don't want to see the day, man, because it means that someone's going to get hurt. Someone's going to lose their children. We're still going to have this problem. And then you know what they're going to do? Damn, maybe we need to up the age. Maybe we need to make these laws more draconian.
You know what's even crazier? They don't care about any of those kids, any of them. And here's why. You will pass laws that are so silly and so inappropriate and so oppressive that you will turn their parents into felons. Their parents will be unemployed. Who's going to take care of those kids?
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to do it? All right. So you're essentially going to press your ways upon people, make them give up, or you're going to kill families anyway. You'll kill them financially. So what's going to happen when those kids can't go to school and eat? What's going to happen when those kids start going to school and they don't have on good clothes? Those kids get bullied. Nobody helps those kids from getting bullied. Here we go, round and around in a circle, right? So it amazes me how much you will say, oh, it's for the children, but you'll go attacking their financial security. You'll start attacking their family stability all over nothing. Like literally over nothing. If you think a bums, get real, man.
Yeah, so and it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's insane what's happening. By the way, I think we made it to 300 thumbs ups. We're like 305. I think we can get to 400 people. I just think we could do that. So help us get there. Help us get to 400. By clicking the thumbs up now, sharing that we're having this conversation out there. We're gonna give. It's almost 8 o'clock, so we're getting ready to give something away. I don't know, Kevin. You got some ideas? Lola's looking at me. Oh, is this
what's the next thing? We never found Cypress, so what's the next?
Okay, so let's show what the next things are. So first, the first thing is another hat. This is an Optics Planet hat. Yes, we're going to be doing stuff from Optics Planet. We've been doing stuff from Optics Planet. Actually, we have a 5% discount code that's in the description, and you can get this Optics Planet, this nice blue hat with American flag over there. Optics Planet. That's one thing that's in there. Another one of these stowaway wrenches in there, just so that, no one feels jealous like someone else won the stowaway wrench. That's in there. And let me see what else. There's also a t-shirt. The same size rules apply, according to Lola. Another Who Moved My Freedom t-shirt right there. Am I getting it the right way up? Boom.
Mm-hmm.
That guy. So you got that guy in there. Another mat from Optics Planet with the bullets on it. Okay, another mat. That's all. You know what? I used to think that these things had no purpose. They are pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
And this is a really big one. You could tell from there. I don't know what size it is. Don't ask me that. And it looks like we have a in this bag. This is a handgun case, zippered handgun case in here. You pull it out of the plastic. Yes, there you go. Zippered handgun case right there. Probably put like a small to medium size handgun in that case. Very nice. So there you go. So that's what's in there. And also, obviously, like I said before, you're gonna get some Barnauls sweatbands. You're gonna get those. You're gonna get some Big Daddy Guns patches, as well as my patches. So that's the next one that we're giving away here in a couple of minutes. We got to think of like how to do that.
Yeah, I got we'll play a fun game. I think I got some. Oh, you know what? I do have it, but I can't say it out loud, but you'll like it.
Do you oh, okay. What okay.
It's some Hank Strange trivia.
Uh-oh. Oh boy. Something that you know. What is up with you people? Something you know about me now?
I mean, I don't want to say too much. It'll give it up.
Oh no.
But the people should know. I think it'll be a pretty cool way to win a prize.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm gonna sling my assault weapon over my shoulder in a very sexy way. This is my sexy, like, you know, my sexy look right here.
That's what that is.
Yeah, you're not feeling it?
I mean, I'm saying, man, if that's how you feel.
I think the people think that's sexy.
Hey, if they look, man, let them, you know, whatever they feel.
Peyton Taylor says mannequins in the bathroom. They already know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I hope it's not that one.
What time do you want to do the giveaway? No, you know what? I'll save this subject to after the next giveaway.
Oh, you don't want to do this one for this giveaway?
No, we can't. I'm talking about the next subject. I had another subject.
Oh, the next subject. Okay,
but
yeah. We can do the giveaway now. We can do it now. Let's do the giveaway now.
All right. So everybody ready? Let's make sure we get to the bottom of the chat. You got to make sure you're at the very bottom.
Yeah, I'm at the bottom here.
All right. Here is the question. Everybody be listening. The first person to get it right, 100% correct, wins.
Richard Hughes says Audi.
No. What were the names of Hank and Lola Strange for the Barnauls retro line release?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's see who gets it first.
Both names have to be correct, and at the same time in your answer.
Yeah. What were the names of our cousins that were back in the 70s and did the retro Barnauls? Okay, I see one name. We need both names. You got to put in both names.
Nope, that's wrong. Rising Tide. That's not it. Oh, hold on. I think Opt Out might have got it.
Okay, Mark Wagner says
Brian Quick.
Okay, who got it?
Brian Quick.
Brian Quick. Lola says Brian Quick got it first. Okay, there you go. Lola saw it. Brian Quick is the first one to say both. Okay, so there you go. That was easy.
See, it didn't take long, but you had to know a little something.
Yeah, so there you go. Brian Quick, you get all this stuff. It's coming to your house. All this stuff and then some.
Spelled right. It was spelled right.
Yeah. So okay, so there you go, Brian Quick. Congratulations to you. What's up, cuteness? I see you change. You got something sparkly on now.
It's a dress.
Oh, it's a dress. Okay. Are you going out on a date or something? Are you allowed?
I'm not dating no boy, and I'm a kid.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you know.
Nuh-uh.
She already knows.
Well, I do love one boy at my school.
What?
I love one boy at my school.
Wait, did you say love?
Love somebody?
Yeah.
Who do you love? You think you love besides your daddy?
No, I love a little boy.
Who?
Reggie.
No, we don't.
He
like
loved
him.
me though. He loved me though.
I heard that too. I heard Reggie.
So much.
Who is this Reggie kid?
I know he don't love me so much. He like.
Does daddy need to come talk to Reggie? Huh?
Evan, you better get ready to have a lot of gray hair, man.
I need to come talk to Reggie?
Yeah. After Monday.
We are all gonna go talk to Reggie.
It's Legend.
Legend. His name is Legend?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, yeah, we're coming. Yeah, what?
You know Legend?
How, his name is Legend.
His name is not Legend, dude. I don't even want to hear that.
Well, don't say his full name. His name is Legend?
Yes.
Like Legend. Legend.
Yeah.
Is he named after a car? Is he named after the Legend of Grayskull?
She said Legend just like in the story, so I guess his name really is Legend. I don't like this kid. I don't know.
Me either, man.
I don't like him either.
Yeah, well, you started off so much you love him.
And
what do you do?
Doing that for?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing that for? He like, I love you.
And what did you say?
I said,
You need to tell him you are not allowed to love.
Yeah, you love your daddy and your brother, and those are the only men that you need. You understand me?
Okay.
All right. Now we talking. I'm gonna talk to you off camera.
I bet you will.
No, we're gonna have this conversation.
Out of the mouth of babes. Out of the mouth of babes. Listen, hey, at least we can't. Yeah, go easy on her, but we're gonna have to go talk to Legend.
I gotta go talk to Legend.
Yeah. What's his last name? Of Grayskull?
No.
Yeah.
Connor.
Is his last name Tarzan of the Jungle?
Yeah, we gonna go.
Is his first name Acura?
No. Connor.
No, don't say. Don't
say. Stop saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Weirdo out here really goes looking for him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's not get this. Let's not let this go too far here.
Yeah. Okay. Go play.
Oh, Joe Guzman says is his last name Dairy.
No.
Caitlin, Daddy, it's still working. Go play. Go play. Go play. Go play.
Yeah.
Go play, because I don't know what mood you're putting me in.
I automatically don't like a little boy whose name is Legend.
Legend? What?
Yeah.
What?
I don't. No, that's not allowed.
So many reasons.
That's not permissible.
No.
Someone needs to make a law against that nonsense.
Legend. Now I got to go to the school.
Yeah, look, we've got 343 thumbs ups. Do you think we can get to 400?
We can get to 400.
I think we can do 400. And I think people, when we hit 400, we're just going to give away the last prize. Which that's the Cyrus 308 prize. We're going to give the last one away when we get to 400. So come on, people. You've got an hour. And I think you could do it way before that. We can get to 400 thumbs ups. We could do that. We did it before. We got 290, almost 300 people up in Har. We can definitely do that. Lola's going to go put that together. You want to get to the next story, man?
Yeah. So the walkouts were going on. Everything was happening with the schools yesterday. So a couple of things. One, have you seen the video with the young man who held up the sign that says "Guns don't kill people, people kill people"?
Yeah, and then everyone rushed. I think they made him get off the school ground or something crazy.
The principal put him off the school ground.
Oh, okay. But he didn't get arrested or suspended or anything.
No,
right?
He just threatened to put him in the police car if he didn't leave.
Yeah, that's not cool.
And that's not cool. So where's your First Amendment going? And this is what we mean by when we tell people this is the slippery slope. Guns have an emotional attachment to them. We know it's a false linkage, but because people can try to tie it in, its Second Amendment is easy to attack. But you see what happens when you try to exercise your first about the second. Look at YouTube and then look at this principal with this kid. So
yeah, also they're being selective, right? They're being selective. They're allowing these kids to walk out. I think that's bullshit, but they're allowing the kids to walk out. Okay, but you're not going to allow this kid to say, no, I don't think guns kill people. People kill people.
Just like the other boy in Ohio that, was stayed in, didn't want to go out, and they suspended him.
Because he stayed in the school?
Because he stayed in the school. Because he didn't want to go out.
Wow.
They suspended him. So where do you...
serious bullshit.
You're forcing people, you are forcing them to see the way you see things, or else there's a punishment. So I get an automated call from my son's school. I get an automated call from them. And the message says, when we didn't get one before, but the message says, hey, parents basically want to let you know that the kids all went out for a walkout for 17 minutes of quietness for the lost lives in Florida. I'm okay with that. That's fine. You want to do that. And gun control. So I made a phone call to the school. They say he misspoke. They did not do anything or talk about anything related to gun control. I'm like, yeah, sure. So when my son got home, I asked him specifically, what did you guys do? He said, we went outside, we walked, we stayed out there for 17 minutes, we went back in. I said, what did they say about guns? He was like, oh, nothing. It's like, okay. But even the recording, they thought that they were standing outside in protest of gun control. You don't get to tell my child what political views he's going to have. I don't even tell him that. I give him information. He comes away. He happens to be a kid that loves guns and understands that guns don't hurt people. He understands that. You're not going to make him do anything he doesn't want to do. Now, luckily, they didn't talk about a thing gun because we were going to have a whole problem at that school, a whole problem. But they avoided it and just let the kids walk through the 17 minutes and go back in. But who are you to tell somebody they can't go if they don't go out? you're going to suspend them.
Yeah, but you
then
know
if a
why?
kid holds,
Go ahead. I'm
it's
sorry.
crazy.
Yeah.
No,
you
and
know
then
why
when the kid holds up a sign, you're like, oh, get out of here, because you're not in line. Not that you were yelling, not that you were being rambunctious, not that you did any of that. But the fact of the matter that you stood there in peaceful protest with everybody else, but because your opinion is different, you get out of here, or I'm going to put you in the back of a police car. Now, what do you think they're going to do to your butts when nobody has guns? Oh, you didn't buy your shoes before 7 p.m.? You're not allowed to shop after 7 p.m. Get in the back of that police car. Oh, your grass is an inch too high. Get in the back of that police car. Oh, you didn't paint your house yellow like everybody else's. Get in the back of that police car. Oh, you didn't put in 16 hours of mandatory overtime this week like everybody else. Oh, get in this imprisonment camp. Oh, you didn't pay extra taxes like we told you to. Get into this jail. What do you guys think is next?
And I'm telling you, you know what's the scary thing, man? Because I think you gave some, and I understand why you gave some benign things. What about the day when they tell you don't go to church?
Oh.
We don't believe in churches anymore. Think about that. You know, you people think it's not coming to you. You think that there's people not living on the face of this planet, that's how they live right now. You think this is just some like shit that's in history or in the history books. It's some real stuff that's going to come at you, man. You don't know what people are going to do. Like when we stand up for freedom in this way, we stand up for everyone, regardless of race, religion, creed, you know, sexual orientation. We stand up for everyone because one day someone's going to, you think there's not places on the face of this planet where if you're gay, they come for you? You know, but don't think that one day, because you're saying that you are straight and you refuse not to be gay, that they won't come for you either, because they will.
You know what? Now we all know that you learn from your past, right? You don't repeat it. We teach that lessons to adults and kids alike. You learn from what you did before, you adjust, you move on, you develop, you get better, right? And the story I like to point out is this little story, and for guys that missed it, I'll bring it up again. This little story that happened in East St. Louis right here, and it brings up the whole point about them wanting to take your firearms. So there was an East St. Louis race ride, and the race ride it started off with some misunderstanding. 24 Africans were killed, and the entire community of East St. Louis burnt to the ground. The whole community burnt to the ground. During all the chaos, people tried to flee. They wanted to get away from the chaos. The government, East St. Louis is in the state of Illinois, for reference. We don't have 4 sides to our city in St. Louis. We have one, the east side is in Illinois, the other 3 sides are in Missouri. So the St. Louis City Police were ordered by the governor to not let them cross the bridge into safety, to send them back into the chaos where people were getting killed. And that's exactly what they did.
Wow.
The craziness about that, and I put that up on Instagram. Anybody wants to go read it, is at NOC Firearms Training. I wrote a nice little story, and I have a video plan of a guy whose family lived it. Okay. They sent them back into the chaos to be slaughtered and killed and beat. The government of Illinois ordered the National Guard in. It is plenty of documented records and witness accounts that when the National Guard got there, instead of controlling the white mob that was beating and killing and burning down the black, that National Guardsman joined in and began beating and killing the blacks. Joined in. They didn't hide it. They just joined right in. Now, here's the biggest part of that lesson. Share this story. I urge you guys to share this story with people. Do you know who saved those people? And it was in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch back in 1917. It was in the Post-Dispatch, main headline. All that chaos was going on. The National Guard was killing them. The rioters were killing them. Everything was going crazy. It took, in the Post-Dispatch headline now, the militiamen to come escort those people to safety. Sound familiar? Militia, Second Amendment. It took those individuals to escort. Missouri wouldn't let them cross into safety. Illinois sent in the National Guard, who joined in on a murder, and people were being slaughtered, and it took the militia to step in and help get those people to safety. And you want to tell me to give you what? I'm not giving you nothing. And that's why I tell people, guys like me, you, I say there are plenty of tools to use to fight this war. But I tell people one thing: I am, and I'll say this for you, and I even told the war this yesterday. I am gun control's worst nightmare. I am the inconvenient black truth with voting power, and I'll be damned if I don't use it. And that's exactly what we are. We're the inconvenient truth, but you don't want to address that. I'm not going to let you get away with that because history has shown us what you will do. And then if you take the Florida thing, look, you got a government official, and make no mistake about it, people, government runs sheriff and police departments, period. It's what they do, right? Mm-hmm. The government, a representative of the government, stood outside and listened to those kids get slaughtered. He didn't go in. As a matter of fact, when other representatives of the government showed up, he cautioned them not to go in. So they didn't save us in 1917. Don't even get me started on Tulsa bombing. And they didn't save us in 2018. What makes you think that you're going to be safe? Don't make me take you to school. You know what? I need to open a classroom. People need to learn.
Amen.
That was my.
No, I totally agree with you. Listen, man, that's happened all over the country. I know it's not just happened to people of color, but you know, I think that we need to tell these stories so that people of color wake up and realize what's happening. There's been lots of incidents in history when the people had to stand up and fight back against what was happening, and they had to do it because there was no one else. And the time is coming again and again. Sometimes it comes to you personally, just you on your own. And you have to stand up there on your own and be able to fight. And sometimes it comes to your town or your neighborhood or even your whole damn state. You know, it may come to the whole country. It's happened already and it will happen again. It's happened time and time again. Here in Gainesville, if you, what is it? Rosewood. If you look up Rosewood, I think that was in the 30s, but I could be wrong.
It was down there in Florida.
Yeah, that was in Florida, not far from where we are. And there's people here who are still related to that black town that they basically raised the town. You know, I remember one time a guy telling me when I first moved here that his friends, his friends' grandparents had notches on their guns from the black people that they killed. And so every time that people here, especially when a black person tries to say, oh, why are you into guns? You know, why are you a proponent of the Second Amendment? What does that mean? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You know, you can't say that you think that people are out there against you or trying to do things to you and then give up your rights to guns. That's crazy. That's insane. And I'm telling you, it's something that's coming to all of us. It's just a matter of time. They're just sectioning us off. They're just narrowing us down. You know, they're just lining us up into that chute that one day we're gonna be there and we won't realize it until it's too late and we have no way. I would rather die fighting than to die crying and begging.
And you're absolutely right. And I know a lot of people want to say that, you know, guys that speak like we do, guys that speak like the guys in the chat and others around the country and others in different forms. I want to say, well, you guys are being, you know, you're not being realistic. You're not looking at things in a rational way. You're not, we aren't coming for this. We aren't coming for that. Look, let's bring it closer. And let's just take it to Americans in desperation. We don't even have to mention color. Let's talk about Americans in desperation in recent history. What if I told you there was a time in history where Americans were under a natural disaster and in an area where there were pretty prominent gun rights, a government representative, I want to make sure we tie government in here, a government representative stood on national television and said, there will be no guns. We are going to take all the guns. And then instead of just simply focus on rescuing people and reestablishing an infrastructure, they went by car, door to door, and by boat, taking firearms from people that they never returned, claimed were lost, treated them like criminals, disarmed them in a time of need where they had to hire private military contractors to help in assisting in getting order, because even the local police department was taking advantage of the fact that the people couldn't defend themselves. So the guys that were sworn to protect them were seen looting stores, taking from people. Their representatives were then going around taking guns. Then you hire private military that were running across bridges executing people. Clearly, that wouldn't happen in the United States of America.
Oh, hell yeah, it would. Yeah.
You know, so don't tell me what they're not coming to do. The problem with people that want to take firearms is the fact that they purposely ignore logic. And I've seen it time and time again when I'm out and I'm trying to have debates polite conversations, if you will, with people that believe opposite of me. They understand that logic is a very difficult thing to have without showing yourself as being delusional and somewhat psychotic. So if you can't defeat logic, you just crumble and go away. I put out a video a couple of weeks ago where a guy wouldn't even turn to talk to me because he understood that the logic was too strong for him. You can't say what won't happen. That was in 1917, Kel. That'll never happen again. Katrina was when? Don't tell me what won't happen, man. It's constantly going to happen. And no, it's not.
Is that even the only recent time, Kevin? I don't think so.
That a natural disaster. Well, I can tell you. Well, for a natural disaster, a flood. I didn't hear anything bad about Houston about them taking guns. What other flood? What big flood was between? Oh, Puerto Rico. They already got sucky gun laws anyway.
Yeah.
I do know that one thing I can applaud my state of Missouri about is that there's actually a state law on our books that stresses you are not allowed to disarm people in a time of crisis, because they tried it in Ferguson. So when Ferguson went on and they declared that area a state of emergency, our St. Louis County police chief attempted to disarm oath keepers. There was some few oath keepers walking around, and he attempted to disarm them, and they said no. And he's like, well, our lawyers can work that out later, but guys, I'm going to probably have to disarm you. He was like, no, sir. And he spouted, and I knew the law, and he spouted the law off to him, and they wound up leaving him alone. They didn't try to disarm him. But it was the fact he tried to threaten him with, I'm going to take this from you. But Missouri stresses, in a time of crisis, you are not allowed to ask anybody or put in any kind of impromptu gun laws. And a lot of that had to do with Katrina. We wanted to make sure that didn't happen here. So it's amazing how people want to avoid the simple things. And if you want to say, okay, well, that was a bunch of Southerners, and that was different. It was water and blah blah. It was crazy. Okay, oh well, blacks. Okay, that was going better. What about your Japanese Americans? Did you not throw them in imprisonment camps? Did they? And then here's the crazy part: when they try to pit Americans against each other. When I talked about the People series, I'm like, guys, understand, when I'm telling you what's happened, I'm telling you what's happened to Americans, and why these group of Americans should be paying attention, and why we should back these Americans up. The crazy thing is, out west, when everybody was migrating from the South for employment, all the blacks were leaving, they got freed, they were migrating west for employment. When they put those Japanese individuals in those imprisonment camps and took their homes from them, they moved the black community into their homes. When those guys got out, they gave them $20,000 for this, and it was like $40,000 total. They gave them that, but they went back to take their homes, and they couldn't. They had nowhere to live. They then shoved the Japanese back into those same communities where they can squeeze it. They grew the community to be so large, and then they started over-policing the community. And then they said, you know what, there's no way you guys can survive. Then they stopped investing economic resources into those Japanese and black communities. So they then turned them into ghettos because they refused to put the money back into them. But they wanted them disarmed at the same time. And when the police went in to police it, they policed the area cruel, they were mean as hell, and they had no oversight. And that goes ignored. And that was to Japanese and black Americans out west. How are the West gun laws now? And what are the gun laws in Illinois with the first story I told? Don't be fooled. Sorry. Just
amen, man. No.
People need to know.
No, absolutely. I totally 100% agree with you, man. This is the thing. And it's amazing to me that people, I don't know, we're getting some kind of echo. Yeah, it's amazing to me that people are still asleep. People haven't realized it's happening. It's happened in Florida. No one realizes it. You know. By the way, I think we're close. I think we're close to 400. Oh, we're 402. 402. There you go. All right.
Giveaway, baby.
Yeah, we got to give away something here. Let's see, man. Let's see. We got to 402, so let's just give it away. Who should we pick? Who should we pick out there, Kevin? Who do we see that's always in here, always commenting?
You know what? Now, are we eliminating them if they've ever been on the show before?
Yes. Okay. Let's
because pick a number.
Okay, Lola says, do we want to pick a number?
I kind of want to give it to somebody that's always so nice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's go through here. Someone who we haven't done something for before. You know, they're always in here. They're always commenting.
Can I give a recommendation?
Sure.
Here's my recommendation.
Vanessa Kitty. Vanessa Kitty. You know what? I was actually thinking Vanessa Kitty too. So let's do that. Okay, Vanessa Kitty. Here's what you get. WMD Guns hat. Right there. Badass WMD Guns hat. You also, yeah, you get a mat, and you get a mat, and you get a mat. Vanessa Kitty, you get a mat also as well. from our friends at Optics Planet. And please, like everyone who's getting this stuff, can you please go tell these people that we send you stuff from, that, you know, we sent you stuff, and thank you and all that. Follow them on social media if you can. I'm not telling you that you have to, because we're just going to send you the stuff. So Vanessa Kitty, you also get, there's multiple different sizes, like I said, but you get yourself a Who Moved My Freedom shirt with that handsome guy on it. And these, by the way, these have on the flip side, because if you go get these right now, Forge from Freedom, you only get this on one side. But this has this very handsome Indian fellow over here on that side. And then boom, the skull is on the other side. So there you go. Vanessa Kitty gets one of those. Guess what? She also gets an IV-88 playing. You know, do I even have one of these?
Nope.
Oh, damn it. Okay, I don't even have one, but you get one, Vanessa Kitty, which is cool. I ain't mad. I'm not mad at you, but you get one of those. You're gonna get the Barnauls sweatbands there from the 80s. There you go. You know, you get those too. You'll also get the Big Daddy guns and the Hank Strange patches. You'll get all that stuff. You'll also get a stowaway belt cutter right there. You'll get that. And Lola threw in this morale patch that says pocket dump. That's pretty cool, actually. I think that's badass right there. Pocket dump. So yeah, I don't have one of those either. So lots of swag, lots of stuff coming your way, Vanessa Kitty. Congratulations, Vanessa Kitty's always here in the chat. I think that was a good choice, Kevin.
Yeah, she's always.
I hope she's happy. And by the way, Vanessa Kitty, you got the Cyrus 308 package. I was going to give it to Cyrus 308. I don't know what happened to him today. Yeah, so. No, it's cool. We'll see him again. Maybe he had work or something going on today. We'll find out. When we see him in the chat next week, he might be a little salty.
Right.
So you know what? But everyone can thank Cyrus 308. That was his idea. So we named it after him. And I'm happy that everyone's here in the chat. We still have a half an hour here to go. We're going to talk about some stuff. Yeah, we've been talking about confiscation here in Florida. We had the first confiscation of firearms based on the red flag rule that was written in. I think the floodgates are going to open, and you guys are going to see a lot more of these going on. And, you know, I think you're going to see quite a few of them that are unfounded. So, you know, obviously we got to deal with that. You know what I saw where did I see this? The Firearm blog. And I'm kind of reading this. This got me a little salty, Kevin. So I'm going to show you here. You know what? I'm going to put this in the chat so you can see this in our private chat, so you can take a look at this.
All right.
And I'm going to put it here in the chat. Let me see if I could do this so that folks can see this article on the Firearm blog. And, you know, we read articles from the Firearm blog all the time. So this one was interesting to me because, you know, they have this thing that they don't cover politics. So this is the headline: Norwegians to lose their semi-automatic hunting rifles, scrap or export, exclamation mark. So that's the thing. According to the Swedish online hunting magazine called Jakten Jare, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. I'm sure I'm not. Maybe it's Jakten Jare or something like that. Norway is to ban some semi-automatic hunting rifles. Before you read on, please note that the subject here is the new firearms legislation and not the politics behind it, other than its orientation. So, I don't understand why they even, because, you know, the Firearm blog is always like, oh, we're not going to cover politics, right? And I'm thinking to myself all the time, when are these guys going to wake the fuck up? If they don't start covering politics, they're not going to be able to be called a Firearm blog.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah,
you know, they're actually putting up this article. Okay, good. And then they want to remind you that they don't cover politics. I think in some part you have to associate guns and politics. Okay? And this is one of the problems that we have. There's people that are just trying to pretend that politics don't have anything to do with guns. Bullshit. Okay? Bullshit. You can't say that about anything in America, anything in this world. You can't say that about cars. You can't say that even about jewelry and whatever things you want to make up. But there's no way in hell that you can say when it comes to guns that you can't mix in politics. And I wish that the people at the Firearm blog would stop the bullshit and start covering politics and let their audience know. They have a huge audience Stop fucking around, guys, and let people know that they are losing their rights. And yes, they are indeed coming for your damn guns. You know, I like the fact that you put up an article, but I still think it's bullshit. Kevin?
Yeah, that what you said. Yeah, I think that you said everything, man. I mean, you can't. It'd be different if the politics didn't affect guns. Then yeah, if you don't want to talk about abortion or something like that, or cool, man. But we all have to at least make people aware. And if you have a platform where you can get it out to folks about these gun laws, then yeah, dude, I think it's kind of your responsibility.
How long are they going to sit here on the fence? I mean, I just don't understand this. I don't understand how long. I'm tired, man. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of the fact that it's me and you and a few guys. You know this, right? You know, it's not even in the gun community of those of us who make gun videos. All of us are not saying shit.
True.
You know, there's some people that are out there that aren't saying anything is what I mean to say here. There's a few guys like us who are very vocal, and most other people are just going about their regular business, making some real cool gun videos. Hey, I'm down with that too, man. I miss the regular gun videos, and I'm trying to get as many of those up as possible. I get it. But if you really are into this thing and you're going to be quiet now, and there's some of these people that were not quiet under Obama, they were not quiet. And it just makes me think, like, what the hell's going on in America? How are we so sure that no one's coming for our guns, even as they're saying we're coming for your guns?
I think that, you know, here's what I would say to that. I am paying attention, and I hear your point. I definitely do. I'm paying attention and trying to work with the guys, whether personally, and this is the one thing I have like lately, whether they personally get along or not, or see different views about what they think is cool as far as widgets and wadgets. I'm paying attention to my brethren that are fighting the fight, and I'm worried about surviving it. And then when it's done, you'll stand out. You know what I mean? Like the individual who didn't stand up will stand out, because I'm with it. I'm with you, man. I think gun videos are awesome. Don't get me wrong. And I was just telling my buddies the other day, like I've had to cancel like 3 range day trips now because of all this mess. You know? I had the detour, go to rallies. It's just more important stuff to do before I can make sure I can do a gun video in 6 months.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. I mean, we will get to a stage where we can't do this. I'll get to a stage where someone might hear me shooting and then they call the police on me and they're like, oh, your neighbors think you were shooting too much. And you have a rate increasing device or something like that.
And there's nothing wrong with doing them both. I mean, you know, you can look at it from either side. There are guys that do great videos and great commentary and still put out gun videos. And like Coleon's one, Mac is one. Mac will drop a video to make you go, okay, I need to go study a little bit. And then the next thing you know, he's shooting like some.
And even Iraq Veteran, I think Iraq Veteran production wise does.
He's like
they're on TV level.
Yeah, he's got some good.
They are still taking time out to talk about this stuff. Where the hell is everyone else? Where are the rest of these people?
I mean, like I said, man, I'm going to pay attention to the people that's working. You want to work and fight back against all this mess, you know, because I don't know. It's back to the same thing I was saying before. If I know that we all only have, I believe I'm saying that we all only have an X amount of energy in this life. We have a life force. And right now, man, I can't spare an ounce of energy to somebody that's not working. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I am trying to align with anybody that is trying to preserve our rights. I don't care about your personal views. I don't care about any of that. That's why I stood flat-footed, and I never even expressed my opinion really out loud, but I stood flat-footed in the rural area of Missouri with my brothers who were out there protesting and trying to go for freedom. And guess what? A lot of people were shocked that I stood flat-footed with guys waving Confederate flags, guys waving American flags, guys waving the Missouri Confederate flag, guys with all kind of shirts on. And I stood flat-footed in the middle of them and had conversations with everybody, because that is America, like it or not, you know. But everybody, we all got along. We all talked about it. They shed some light about how they feel about their history, but we all agreed at the end of the day that we have a right to be armed, you know. And I even stood flat-footed, and that's why I wish America would pay attention. I wish she would just wake up and pay attention. I stood flat-footed in the middle of those men who I'm sure did not care for our previous president, right? I'm going to guess and say 80% of them at least voted for our current president. But I stood flat-footed in the middle of them and said I didn't vote for Trump. I said, now I have to always prereference that with I didn't vote for Hillary either. Let's make that clear. But I didn't vote for Trump. Now he's a president, so I respect the office of the president, but I didn't vote for him. And people were like, "You had the nerve to say that?" Rural Missouri.
Lots of those guys didn't vote for Trump either, my friend.
Huh?
Lots of those guys didn't vote for Trump either.
Well,
you know, I'm not saying that the majority of them didn't vote for Trump. I'm sure they did, but I guarantee you, there's lots of people who didn't do it. Those of us who did it we did it because, including me, I voted for Trump. And you know, for me, I've talked about my reasons. I did it because I wasn't going to vote for Hillary. I didn't really believe what you know, the Libertarian Party was saying. There are things that happened there that made me say, yeah, these guys are just giving lip service to the Second Amendment, and I didn't really buy it. I'm not happy with the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, or even the Libertarian Party for that matter. I think they're all gung-ho about marijuana becoming legal, and I don't care. I'm all for. I don't give a crap if it becomes legal. I don't smoke. You know, I don't take drugs except the kind that come as prescription. And you can ask Lola; she's a pharmacist. I freaking hate. I hate those. So most of those I don't even take. Right. So. You know, but for me, that's why I voted for him. And I'm one of those people that, I think there's a lot of people today, man, that because they did vote for Trump, they feel like they can't say anything bad about him. I don't give a shit who the president is. It doesn't matter. There's something that matters to me. The Second Amendment matters to me. Guns matter to me. Okay, my freedom matters to me. And America being the last place on the face of this earth that has anything that resembles freedom, that matters to me. That's what I care about. And if the person who is the president goes against that, I don't care if he looks like me or looks the opposite of me. Right? I'm going to fight against that person, and I'm going to say shit about them. Okay. And that goes all the way down to the local people here. You will see that. I've been talking bad about our governor and the representatives here locally, all of these people. I'm telling you, when the governor of Florida, when Rick Scott runs, he's running for a Senate seat in Washington, D.C. I don't give a shit. I'm going to talk bad about him. I'm going to do everything possible to remind people of Florida that he betrayed them. It doesn't matter to me what your party affiliation is when you flush freedom down the toilet. And it's crazy to see people, and I wonder, like, do people, and I'm not trying to call anyone out, so I don't want anyone to think that, because I'm not trying to call anyone out. I just wish that more of us would get up right now, because so many of us, it seems to me, are acting like this is not happening. That's the feeling that I get every day. I feel like I'm just some crazy dude out there screaming from the rooftops or whatever, and people are like, "Yeah, no, nothing's gonna happen. Trust me." That's just a trick that Trump is pulling on people.
Yeah. One thing that made me really, really happy today, though. So I'll go ahead and say it here because it really goes into the context of the conversation. One of the companies knew that I'm working with. I've liked their stuff. I've admired their stuff for a while, and we just finally we finally worked out a relationship. Is a high threat concealment. They make low profile gear, holsters, mag carriers, belts, battle belts, things like that. They make really good stuff. And so we finally decided to start working together. And I was scrolling through my social media today. And Adam, the founder of High Threat Concealment, actually did just what we're talking about now. He stood up, and not only did he talk about the political landscape, he urged people to reach out to their congressmen, reach out, talk. He didn't talk about his product. He didn't talk about any of that. He just talked about what we should be doing to make sure we can preserve freedom. And I can appreciate, and I'm not saying anybody else is bad for not doing it, but I can appreciate a CEO taking his time out to say, hey guys, and it'd been cool if he would have said, hey, I'm just letting you know High Threat Concealment stands for the second. That would have been cool. But he didn't even promote himself at all. He just said, look, guys, here's my advice on what you need to be doing wherever you're at. This is what I think we should be doing. This is the dangerous situation we're in. Please go out, follow these guidelines, do something. but let's protect our rights. So I was really, really happy to see that one of the companies I work with, that the CEO would take time and do that. So that's what I mean by,
and we should hold those guys up too, right? I mean, I'm not, you know, I don't want to just come down. I'm really not trying to call anyone out. I promise you that. You know, I'm not that way. I would go right after people. That's why I brought this up in relation to this article from the Firearm blog. You know, even though they fired out, well, whatever happened, you know, Patrick R says they, you know, he contests this. Patrick R is not there anymore. I'm a little salty about that, but I think it's time for folks like them that hold that up like a flag to be proud of, that they don't support, you know, that they don't get into, they don't, I think they do support the Second Amendment, but I need to hear it from them, and I need to see them challenge what's going on politically. And yes, I would love to give kudos to those people out there who are, because I know that there are people out there that realize that this is going to happen to all of us. And it's just weird, man. It's just weird that this is happening and no one is doing anything about it. And I'm just thinking, like, are people hypnotized? What the hell's going on?
You know, could majority of just regular people, and I'm just throwing this out here, could they be overwhelmed? And I'm just tossing it out there. Could they be overwhelmed, you think? Just, it's so much coming so fast.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they have fatigue. Maybe they just like are so tired and they're tuned out of all of this. But this is what these guys wanted. They've hit you with so many blows. You know, it's like when Muhammad Ali did the rope-a-dope stuff to people, man. He was just wearing them down. That's what they did. Did they just wear us down and we gave up? Are we going to go this quietly into the night?
I'm hoping that's not it. And that's why I can appreciate guys, the companies that do that have stood. I'm trying to think of somebody else that somebody, I haven't read it. BCM released something lately.
I don't know. Someone should let us know in the chat. I know there are several companies, and we should definitely, you know, give kudos to those companies. Please, guys, stand up. There's so many trigger companies here that you don't understand what's going to happen. People, hundreds, thousands of dollars in some cases, tens of thousands of dollars that people spent on your products, they're going to have to destroy them, okay? Or they're going to be third-degree criminals, and you are going to start losing business. If you even give a damn about the Second Amendment, like, stand the hell up. You know, let me transition here real quick. I see Walter left a message here in the chat. Walter from Safety Harbor Firearms says, "Hey everyone, we are back home. Long day, but things are back to normal. More testing in order to disqualify possible causes for my wife feeling like crap last night." So that's good to know. You know, Peggy Keller, one of my favorite people. You know what I mean? So I hope she feels better, and it's like terrible to hear that she's not feeling well. So that is good news. Anything else you see going on in the chat? ID said Palmetto and Geisley, and that's true. I've seen those. Yeah.
I think that, you know, for all the companies, like I said, nothing against the guys that are you know, quiet. For me, it's just like, I hope people realize that it's going to take a collective effort. And I've said this before. No, I'm not discrediting anybody that came before current times or anybody that's coming after current times or anything like that. But I will say, and I've said this about a certain select group of people that are pro 2A and pro freedom and constitutionalists and things like that. But I will say this in general about the freedom community as a whole, the culture. Mm-hmm. There is no time like this time where we have, even though I know they're trying to suppress it, that we have the technology, the reach, the intellect, the means, the diversity, and the awareness like any other time in history. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And
it's good and bad, man. It can go both ways here.
It can, but if you take it and you put a positive spin on it, we could actually make an impact. And I wish I could spill the beans about the videos I'm going to be doing this weekend, but I really want people to just wait and see them next week. But
they need to follow you on all social medias.
Yeah. I will tell you that I was going to put out this IG post. I will say this, for this current climate of stuff that's going on now, especially low key, my IG be popping. Like, I'm just telling you, like, the stuff I put out is just. And sometimes I go back and read it myself, like, they are going to cut your stuff off.
Yeah,
Like-
I like it when you talk ghetto to me.
But it's like, you know, because I'm not going to sit idly by. My IG is, by the way, guys, I'll type it in the chat. But I'm not going to sit idly by and not arm. And see, what I put up is not just for my gratification to say, see, I like to put up things that are shareable. Because on your following and in your community of people you talk to might be a lot of people that are either on the fence, don't understand how this thing works, or completely opposite of us, right? But the conversations that I like to have with them, though, I call them shareable moments on my IG. I want you to share those because you will watch the response when they're looking at them like, I don't really have a comeback for that. And that's why I want guys to share it. And then you'll have a formula to start having conversations with them. But yeah, you gotta be able to say what's on your mind, how it is, and correlate it, you know, because so long, and I'm gonna tell you what they've done. They've gotten really, really smart. If you really look at they've gotten really methodical, how many different angles they hit us from. But that's not the only thing they got really good at. You know, normally, historically anyway, and rightfully so, I'm not saying this is wrong, because it's 1,000% correct, but they're used to guns, freedom, you'll never take it, 1776, right? That's what they're used to. That kind of boisterous attitude, which we need. We need to have that. Don't let it go anywhere, because we need it. More of it, as a matter of fact. At the same time, they're saying, you know what? We're going to make you look like brutes. We're going to take that momentum and use it against you and just make you look like brutes. So that's why I'm telling people, be careful about how you present that message, because those are going to be the things they take and put out in the videos, and they put out to their friends, and they're going to show that part of you. They won't show the other gazillion things you do correct. They'll show that one thing. And what's happening is, because they're making us look like brutes and irrational thinkers, is they are making us look like crazy, psychotic, over the top enemies. And what I'm trying to encourage guys to do is use each other. Use what somebody else is good at and put it into your spin of things and be able to shut people up. And that's why I say, and I'll say it again, guys like you, guys like me, Noor, Maj, I'm telling you now, we are gun control's worst nightmare, because they're already ready to fight the other fight that most Americans have been giving them for 20 years now, 25 years now. They're kind of game for that. They're tame for that. They don't like when you can start bringing what they, because look at this irony. Look at this irony. And I'm going to get a little touchy here for a second, but not much. Let's go back to the whole kneel or stand thing with the NFL, right? So with the reason that started was because of the unfair treatment. And I want you guys to remain in context here. Don't lose me. Don't get caught up into the racial component. Stay focused on the point. That started because of the unfair treatment of black men being shot down by the police. Now, you had pretty much two big sides and some people in the middle. I'm pro-cop. The cops didn't do anything wrong. Look at what the facts. And the community that said, I don't care what those facts say. This is what shouldn't be happening, right? Then you get the people that are the same kind of crowd that is calling for these gun control measures to tell those communities, you know what? You're right. The police are horrible. We're going to do something about it. No more policing communities difficult. No more doing that. So then they put the two sides against each other, right? No, we're going to do this. And you got other politicians saying, no, the police are 100% correct. They're all right, right? We go through that whole thing. Then you get to the kneeling. Then you start dividing the country again. And you get the whole other side that's going for gun control saying, oh, that's no, you protest because the government's oppressive to you. We're going to change that. The government is doing this to you. They're keeping you down. It is not fair to you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You have the other side saying, no, you're disrespecting our military and our law enforcement, and we won't have it. And there you go. You're pitting each other against each other again. Fast forward to now. Fast forward to now. Now you got the same dang on people that were telling you that the police are murdering you and we're going to do something about it, that they are treating you unfair in this country, that you don't even have the right to protest, and we're going to do right by you, but give up your guns too.
Yeah.
So you're going to tell me that the same people you want to convince me are murderous bastards to go unarmed and unprotected against, and then these other guys on his other side?
No,
these guys?
You know what, Kevin? It has nothing to do with logic. It has nothing to do with logic, man. It has everything to do with what's cool. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't groups out there that, you know, may be crazy or whatever, or people on the fringe, but what's happening with people, they're just following what's cool. That's what I'm saying to you. You know, I understand if a football player out there wants to make a stand on something and he's willing to take a chance, you know, put your money where your mouth is. You know, if you take a chance and people don't agree with you, or a lot of people don't agree with you and you suffer for that, hey, stand up. That's what we're doing, right? There's lots of people who don't agree with us. Every time I'm in the barbershop, there's always someone that's like, what the hell are you talking about? You know, you're down with guns or this thing or that thing. If you really believe in something, it has nothing to do with whether or not it's cool right now or it's not cool. You have to stand up for it. But what we have going on here is people just doing, oh, this is the cool thing today. Today we're going to burn the flag. That's bullshit.
Right.
Okay. But they think it's cool. So, you know, today we're going to say, yeah, you know, all these cops are horrible. We're going to do something to them. The truth is something completely different from that. There are police officers that are doing horrible things. We saw in this shooting that there's a police officer that didn't even go in. There were children in there dying. I would rather be dead and shredded to pieces than to ever face another human being knowing that while those children were dying, I stayed outside in safety. But so there are police officers that do the wrong thing, but within a shadow of a doubt, there are police officers that do the right thing. Right. And they're good guys out there. They also suspended 2 police officers that were off duty and from different counties, and they tried to go there and they suspended those guys. You know, so everything that we're dealing with here in America, in the world, there's the not cool answer to it. There's people that want to go on this side or that side, but there's the not cool answer, and the not cool answer is true all the time. It doesn't matter whether or not it's cool or it's in vogue or it's something sexy to do. It's true all the time.
And you're right. You're absolutely right. And that's why I'm trying to tell people to really focus, guys, on what's happening. And I'm not even trying to take you to conspiracy level. When you look at it, what you said is correct. They teeter side, because right now, and look, like I said, people have heard me say a gazillion times, I am pro law enforcement. I'm just more pro justice. I don't give a damn who you are. If you do something wrong, you deserve to be punished.
Absolutely.
Right? But but I'm never going to turn my back on the people that go out and do a good job. I'm never am. No. I'm always going to have their back.
And you know what's funny? You know, do you know how many police officers there are that support us?
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, yeah, the messages I get, oh, man, yeah.
A lot of people who are my fans who support what I do are police officers. So and they hear me say sometimes that, yeah, this guy's bad. This guy did the wrong thing, or this thing happened to me. Even when I got pulled over, man, most of the people who got in touch with me that were pissed off, most of them were in law enforcement.
And but that goes to show how the world should work with no bias, right? And so stop letting these people juggle it against you. And I've had that conversation. Like, you don't see how right now, whether it's fair or not, right now, you can say, particularly Broward County, you can say whatever you want to say about Broward County. Nobody will defend them, right? In general. So you can say all the anti-police things you want, especially about that particular county, and nobody will think ill of you. Nobody will. The politicians won't come out and say anything, except for the ones that had their back, that were so pro-police before and telling you, no, the police they turned their backs on them too. They will play the cops, and they will play the community, and they will play everybody else in between to their own gain and their own benefit.
Yeah, man, because the end result is to get us on our knees, man.
Yep.
That's the end result. They don't care. They're going to still have police protection. They're still going to have guns. They're going to have all the money. They're going to have all the power. We're the ones that are going to have to do whatever the hell they say. In the end, they don't care as long as they have that. And that's what kills me. I think that the biggest part of your point is a lot of people who are out there are people who are socioeconomically challenged, right? Or feel that way about themselves. Because I'll tell you something, man. If you're a bum living on the streets of America, this country, you are like living the dream of people in most of the world.
I see that.
Okay. But they make us think that, oh, you know, it's like these poor, terrible people. That's why we have to do this. And we're going to change this. And in the end, it will be a few people that have everything. They have all the protection, all the guns, all the ammo, all the money, all the power, all the health care, whatever the hell it is that they're trying to sling at you. And you'll have nothing, and you'll have no options but to turn on each other. And when we turn on each other, they're not going to come in with those guns. Those guns and everything are only there for if we turn on them.
Yep.
That's the ultimate reason why they want to take it away from us. So, I mean, you know, and obviously we can go on and on and on with this.
What I would just like to leave people with is this.
Go ahead.
Is from this particular segment is, look, the whole point of what we were saying is we have to get to the point, and even when you guys are having, you know, for the anti-gunners that will have polite conversations, that will actually interact with you in a responsible way, you know, make sure you're even telling them that you're still an American just like me. And because you disagree with me, don't make me a criminal. Don't try to put me in a position to where I have to come out swinging. You know, why can't we talk, agree to disagree? Let me educate you on some things. You might say some things, but why do we get to the point to where we allow anybody to start changing our laws, changing how we operate as a country, and then taking our God-given rights from us just because we see different on a subject? We need to be stronger than that, because after a while, it might be guns with me today. It could be some form of healthcare with you tomorrow. It could be the right to write a blog tomorrow. It could be whatever it's going to be. And you would want me standing in the line with you for your right? So let's work together and be one, whether it's race. I don't care about none of that, because the politicians, the government powers will play you against each other. Ignore them. Unite, become one, agree to disagree on a whole bunch of stuff, and let's keep one America. Because if we keep letting this stuff happen, man, it's funny. All you guys are crazy. Yeah. And you wake up, you know, 30 years from now, and we're sitting back just looking at pictures and our probably holographic phones at that time, and we're looking at the guns we used to have. We're telling our grandkids about the good old days.
Yeah.
You know,
one thing though, we will always be ready to fight, man. That's the thing. It's the philosophy that's important here. I think that's what they want to break in us the most. You know, they want to break our fight. I'm just telling you. That's the thing that we have to worry about. But I agree with you. You know what? Let's be before we wrap up here. We got a few minutes. Did you see what I put in the chat? Let me share that with folks here. I want to just switch to not gun stuff, but some car things here. I don't know who's a Ford fan, not a Ford fan out there, but there's still rumors floating out there about the Ford Bronco. So I just threw up this article from Uncrate. And it doesn't show the 2020 Ford Bronco, but it shows it with, you know, covered up. But I'm going to tell you, I haven't seen something on the covers that sexy since last night, Lola. Last night.
Man, forget that Ford. You see that Bentley down there?
Wait, okay, don't go to the Bentley. Let's look at, you don't like Broncos, huh? Because I've been waiting since OJ messed up the Bronco.
I didn't like Fords when OJ was cruising down the street in his Bronco.
Oh, no, listen, Broncos are badass, man. And so this is what the article says. It says, we still don't have any exact release date, but we know this, the 2020 Ford Bronco will retain the lineup's classic boxy look. Seen here obscured by a cheeky mud splatter cover, the design looks to be a throwback to the off-roader's early days as opposed to a rehash of its plumper 80s form. It will be preceded by the return of the midsize Ranger in 2019. So I think they're going to do, what you call it? What is it? The Raptor. They're going to do a Raptor version of the Ranger, but not in America first, which is bullshit. Because if I want to, I was going to get a Raptor and I didn't. But I would really like to have a Raptor Ranger because that's going to be lightweight and fast. But that's not for us. We're not allowed to have that in America first. Both vehicles. Go ahead.
The Raptor packages I will give for this are sexy, and so are those the Harley Davidson ones. I don't even know if they still make those, but those were nice looking.
Yeah. I don't know if they do make those anymore. Both vehicles will be built at Ford's assembly plant in Wayne, Michigan. And in the case of the Bronco, we expect to see a capable 4x4 system, stout stance, and the signature circle headlights worthy of the moniker. I'm looking forward to that, man. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that.
And would you give Ford Bronco? Would you trade in the Audi for it?
Probably.
Oh,
I would do it if I had to. If Lola, because Lola has this crazy ass I can only have 2 cars rule. And that is totally annoying to me personally. But she says, yeah, I don't understand why you need more than 2 cars at a time. So she has this rule that if 1 car comes in and I have 2 cars, that one of those cars has to go. So I don't know. That's a good question, because I do have a pickup truck, which is my first pickup truck. But I don't know. You've never had a pickup truck, right?
No, I've never owned a pickup truck. No, I have a SUV, but I never owned a pickup truck.
I never owned a pickup truck before. This is my first one. It's a Ram Rebel. And I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, I always have to have a pickup truck from now on. I'm never not having a pickup truck ever again.
You just like it?
Yeah, I like the idea of a pickup truck, dude. I'm rocking my pickup truck today. So, this is the weird thing. I'm trying to I want to have a bunch of different cars and enjoy it. But the Ford Bronco, if it comes out like that, man, something's going to have to go. So it's either going to have to be one of those cars or Lola. And since Lola's going to help me pay for them, she'll be around. Don't worry.
You might want to keep Lola around.
Yeah, she's safe. Somebody's got to pay for the cars and the guns.
That's all that was good for him?
No, that's not all, but that's pretty damn good.
Oh, I was just asking.
That's a good enough reason right there.
Those are two pretty solid good reasons. I agree.
I mean, this. You get guns from Mrs. DIxie.
I do. I got a couple nice gifts. And she ain't yelling me about buying this, so that's cool. Well, yet, anyway. So we'll see.
Lola says, I think he's lost his mind. That's what she says in the chat. Glenn E. Bowling says, if you need to move shit, a truck is the way to go.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And Nick of Earth says, and Hank is back on the couch.
459 thumbs up.
459 thumbs ups, man. I think we did pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, just me and you. We tried. Babyface try to come in here, and then the CIA or whoever should have. Huh?
Excuses.
Yeah, I just think it's really weird to me that Babyface is the resident tech guy,
supposedly,
and knower of all technology,
allegedly,
and he's cursed, man. He's cursed.
He is. Mic problems, computer problems.
Yeah, and we don't know shit about computers apparently. We're fine.
Because you get on there, you make it do simple stuff, and you leave it alone.
Boss Hog says he's waiting for you to punch me. Let me tell you something. I know I look a little squishy, and I know Lola looks tough, but she's not. It's like when do you remember there was a story about Sean Connery getting slapped by his wife or someone slapped him, and then she broke her hand? Lola, you break your whole body.
You're not Sean Connery.
Yeah. Yes. What?
Oh, please.
Mess around, woman. Okay. You break your whole body when you punch me.
Yeah, sure.
John Hankery.
That helps you sleep
I'm a little bit like Sean Connery. A little bit. I have a little bit of a little broguish accent. I think you might mistake us in a dark room.
Sure.
All right, listen, man. Let's Oh, look, Rod Mills, Kevin. Let me tell you something. We can't let this go down. Did you see the comment that Rod Mills made?
My record is safe another week.
Yeah, because he got to 500 when he was on. This is some.
That's because we had just come back, so they were different.
No, Rod Mills. He doesn't care what the reason is.
That's because we had just come back, so
he doesn't care what the reason is. He comes in just to make sure we didn't break his record.
Okay.
I know. So now, Rod, my boy, we've had a couple of conversations. I know he don't want to. He don't want to battle me in this.
No, I think we could challenge this up, man. I think if we did some real special stuff on one of these things, we could crush his record.
No, yeah. Tonight was light work, man. That was light work.
We could get it high. We could put it at 1,000 likes.
477.
Lola says 477. Oh, actually, so yeah. Well, you know what? Let's not keep the people here. It's Friday. It's Friday. I'm sure Kevin has to go.
Now, you know what? You know what's crazy? You see, he waited to say that.
Until the end.
Till it was going off.
Yeah. Now he says boo. He's booing us.
Yeah, you can boo all you want. You're lucky.
Somebody wants to see it happen.
Yeah. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting close. 478. What do you think, Kevin? Should we try to break this?
If we 479, I mean, if they want to
479, that's literally like what? 21?
If I get to 484, man, we just might as well keep going.
21 thumbs ups. We could do this.
Come on, keep thumbing. Keep thumbing.
Yeah, we could break Rod Mills' record.
Yeah, 483. Let's get
on his own.
People.
Yeah.
Break Rod's record.
Yeah.
Break his record.
He says he's calling us cheaters.
Keep it coming. I'll tell you what. This out. Oh, 486. All right, come on. Keep it coming.
It could be done. It could be done.
At 488. Come on.
I think we come on, people. Hit the thumbs ups.
Oh, we at 490.
Get your children to get off their video games.
Let's get to the 493. I need to see 496.
Oh
Hit
my
it.
gosh,
Come
are
on,
we
people.
close? Are we close?
496. Hit it.
Wow.
Come on, hit it.
We hit 493 and then we went back down to 493.
Okay, now
95. It's 5 more. It's 5 more. We're gonna beat Rod Mills.
Okay, 496. Let me get 501, baby.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
501.
Rod Mills, your record is out.
501. 501, and I promise you, I got some smack talking to do to Rob. Oh, we got 499, baby. Come on.
We got 3 down. We got
500. Let me get 501. 501.
Rod Mills went and gave us a thumbs down.
505. So, Rod, let me tell you this. There is nobody else on this panel that can rock it like KD, baby. You remember that. You remember that?
Yes.
See? Now, look what happened. Now, dang it. Because you talked in your mouth, you had to get embarrassed. Don't be mad. It happens. All right. Now, 506. Now, we have...
It's going up. It's going up.
There you go. See?
Yeah, it's secured. And by the way, like our thumbs downs also went up. I'm pretty sure Rod was in there.
Yeah, coming down, taking it away.
Probably had like 3-4 different phones.
Uh-huh.
Trying to thumbs down us. But yeah, we are solidly in 500, my friends. What you gonna do about that?
This is when you get to talk smack to Rod. Hey, Rod. Hey, rookie. Hey, rookie. Hey, man, look. Stay in your place, man. Stay in your place.
Moobut says Special K, he got a man. But what your man got to do with me? you know that rap song from Special K?
Oh yeah, that was good. That was classic, man.
I like Special K. Special K reminds me of a rapper that I actually went to school with and I was friends with, Walther MC. I don't know if any old rap heads are out there, but the rapper Walther MC, which was the first artist that Puffy put out, was my friend. We went to school together. We graduated. He was supposed to graduate a year ahead of me with my brother, but he graduated with me. He kind of got left back, but he was still he got famous from Far Rockaway High School. So he was he was on Arsenio and he was on Soul Train and he was on MTV and he was even on Playgirl magazine showing his stuff.
Oh,
so.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was all in the Special K, Walther MC era. So yeah, man, we're 5'11", Rod Mills. I think we can call it a day, Kevin. So let's wrap it up.
What did he say? Yeah, okay, I'll go. I just want to say.
I think Rod left. I think he couldn't.
Did he get out of here?
Yeah, I don't think.
I'm gonna leave this for him for when he watched the video later and he's crying at 5'11". I want to let him know. What was the saying? What did he say? 500, right?
I think he's going to check to see how many thumbs ups we got from his video
500
when he was on. I think he's going to check that right now. He's gonna check and see what the record is.
Yeah, those are rookie numbers. You got to get them numbers up.
Yeah. Florida Gun said Far Rockaway Beach. Yes, I grew up between a rock and a hard place in Far Rockaway. I am indeed from Far Rockaway.
513. Rod ain't beating it. I will say this. I know you asked me to close mine down. All right, so I'll say what's going on with me. So I would love to tell you guys, but let me just give you the social medias first. So a few different ways to keep up with me. On Facebook, it's NOC Firearms Training. I promise you that page is going to have more training tips and things like that coming out on it. KD of NOC. And also, I just gave up the fight, just Kevin DIxie. So I'm going to keep KD of NOC as a backup now in case Facebook does something to my Kevin DIxie. So just those two. And then on Instagram is at NOC Firearms Training. All one word, no spaces. And on YouTube is NOC Firearms Channel. And if you guys want to help out with the Aiming for the Truth or anything like that, a few different ways you can do that. You can look up Aiming for the Truth on YouTube if you're not familiar with what it is. Promise you, it's a great thing. And if you want to give to that, you can do GoFundMe.com/Aiming for the Truth. You can also do Patreon. It's Patreon.com/NOC Firearms. Or you can also do the PayPal. It's PayPal.me. No other choice. If you want to help out with anything or you want to help families or anybody, get out of their bad situations. As far as what's coming up and what we're doing, I do have 3 what I think are awesome content videos coming out next week. I can't tell you guys what it is, but I have there will be some videos of me coming out on kind of a larger platform, if you will. So that's going to be fun to do, a little bit more challenging work for me. So next week will be a few different videos dropping that you will see me kind of push the envelope and challenge things. But I will tell you, follow me, keep track, because next week there are going to be a few videos out that will give you the nail in the coffin for anti-gunners.
Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. Okay. So by the way, Rod Mills says his record is 7:15. I think he's counting like after the live chat.
Oh, no, you can't do
that. I don't know how official that is. We'll see in another 2 weeks or something where we're at with this particular one, but whatevs. I want to thank everyone for joining us, all the folks in the chat, everyone that clicked the thumbs ups. Congratulations to everyone that won something. Get in touch with us. If you're on Facebook, we have a group, and Lola, we got to figure out how to get people into the group that we have a special group that we put in people that really support the channel. And I know Vanessa Kitty is in that group, but get in touch with us any way that you can through private message, and we'll get this stuff out to you. So thanks for that. I want to thank everyone that sponsors us, Safety Harbor Firearms, Walter, and the whole family. They take care of us. Hope Peggy gets better. ATI Outdoors, official sponsor of the Hank Strange situation. That's right. As well as Andrew's Custom Leather and Big Daddy Guns. If you want to be able to stay in touch with us, what we've done is we've simplified it. You go to www.hankstrange.tv. and you can see all the ways that you can support us on there. And there's a box you could put in your email. And that's how we'll be able to keep up with you. As well as I want to thank everyone that supports us on Patreon. Thanks to all those people. Our Patreon has been growing. We appreciate it. Because even though we got our channel back, the numbers on YouTube are horrible. But yeah, and Lola wants me to especially thank everyone, all of the moderators. Right now, YouTube started recording the live chats. Those do not go away. And I'm guessing that they're planning on using that against people. So we've been asking everyone to, behave themselves in the chat as much as possible. So that's pretty much it. Have a great weekend. Kevin, thanks so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. And shout out to Babyface. Hope everything is good. He gets his internet back. You guys have a great, safe weekend. And please remind yourself and everyone you know to keep fighting for the Second Amendment and freedom in America. I'm Hank Strange, on behalf of myself and Katie. Peace. We're out of here.
Easy.